Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing, everyone? Welcome back to Prop Firm Match TV. Happy to be with you on Monday, man. I'm excited to be back. It feels like I haven't been streaming much, even though really we only took like one day off for Thanksgiving. But then I don't know. That Friday was like a weird day, right? We kind of got on late. When did we get on? We got on at 9:15 right before the open. Luna was with us. We did catch some trades, so that was cool. But bit of a weird day. Like Friday almost doesn't really even count for me. So I don't know. I'm happy to be back. We got a full week of streaming, and we're just gonna keep going hard into the new year, man. That's the goal. I think we have news most days this week, so it should be a pretty solid week. Like with the economic calendar, I think we'll have some volatility, and yeah, man, let's just keep trying to grind into the new year. I got some cool things to announce. I mean, I passed maybe 10 or I think 12 Apex accounts last night in the Asia session on that short. So I got 12 50K Apex accounts funded, which is pretty sweet. Let me get my screen up. We start talking about this, but how are you guys doing? Good morning. I see Erkan in the chat giving away analysis, giving away the sauce, man. I want to go over what you're talking about. I think you have a pretty good read on the market right now, potentially. How we doing? Sakuna, Eichwer, happy new month. Welcome to the last month of the year, Zach. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Zach the GOAT, how are you doing? How are you doing, Samrat? How we doing, guys? It's really good to be here. Gamer Smiles, good morning, good morning. All right, let me get my screen up. Good to see everyone. We'll let people start filtering in here. As always, we got giveaways to do. I got about 12 accounts to give away. Shout out to our sponsors. Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures will be running the stream with giveaways as always. And on top of that, we got Luna coming on. So Luna will be here with us around 9:30 for the 9:30 open. And we got some good guests this week, actually. We have Jacob Trades coming on tomorrow, I believe, for Tuesday. Personally, I'm excited for that one. He's like kind of an up-and-comer. Really been seeing him pop off on X quite recently, but the dude has a ton of payouts. I think he's over 200K in payouts for the year. So I mean, he's beat me. Like he's passed me in payouts for the year. And I think he's only like 2 years into trading or something. And he's very transparent. Like he says, his prop firm fees, he spent about 43 grand and he's withdrawn 312K. So I'm going to be excited to talk with him. I don't think he trades ICT. I think he jokes about ICT a little bit, which is fine. I'm all for that. Yeah, so kind of an up and comer though. Like, we kind of got the same amount of followers on X. I like showing up and comers, people that I think are actually doing the damn thing and doing it well. I want to talk to people like that. So that'll be a good one. That'll be tomorrow, I think. Today we got Luna. So Luna, shout out, is the man. And okay, let me talk about these Apex accounts. So here they are. This tweet did pretty well too. Damn. 12 Apex accounts passed in one shot. We finally got a decent amount of Apex accounts like locked and loaded. So I don't know what the game plan is with these. I think the game plan has to be trade small, 2 to 3 micros per position, and just like chill, just take a couple base hits a day with a few micros. And don't try and force that payout. Like if it takes me a month, 2 months, it's fine. I got other funded accounts that I'll be taking payouts from a little bit more consistently, that I'm a little more aggressive on. I think with these, let's just, patience is a virtue. Patience is the name of the game here with these Apex accounts. Plus there's a lot more rules, right? Like I don't want to be, like I think I can't risk more than 30% of my drawdown on a single trade, which isn't too much of an issue, but I have to remember that and calculate it. I think it's a 30% consistency rule. There's a few things I got to keep in mind, so I think it's better to just trade small and let the trading do the work itself, just small base hits and incrementally increase that balance. But yeah, man. How are we doing, chat? Shivam, what's up? What's up? You are massive green, man. Apex, let's go. Shout out Apex. I think is the Black Friday deal still going on, guys, with Prop Firm Match? Let's see. I think it's supposed to end today. Cyber flash sale. So we got the cyber flash sale. Okay, awesome. December 1st, Cyber Monday is always one of like the biggest Black Friday deals for the morning, for that first Monday morning. Ton of firms are on here. Okay, love this. Ton of Forex firms. Let's go to futures. My funded futures still with the 30% off. I'm telling you, this is like, they never do discounts like this. So this is fire. 57% off TOF, 80% off Apex. 12 accounts. Maybe I'll get 8 more with that 80% discount code match. Honestly, why not at this point? Maybe I should try to get the other 8. Alpha futures funded next. Tradeify still with the 40% off. So this, again, guys, that's a major, major come up right there. 40% off on 50K Lightning accounts. Very good deal. I wish I bought my Lightning accounts when it was 40% off. Again, it's all about like what you're putting into what you're giving to the prop firm versus what's coming out. So I took out 20K with Tradeify the last like 4 weeks, right? We all know that. But if I got them for 30% off. If I got them for 40% off, I'd have more money in my own bank. So always make sure to check for these things. And Prop Firm Match will always have they're right on it. As soon as there's a new discount, they got it listed. So always check that. Use code match, guys. But yeah, Cyber Monday. So that's pretty fire. Our boy Erkan gave some pretty good analysis. So I kind of want to go over what he was saying. I'm inclined to agree. We could talk about that in a moment. Chris Topher, what up, bro? Good morning. Stan the Trader, let's go. Good to see you in here, bro. This is an awesome week. Let's conquer the mountains. Let's do it, man. I'm all for that. After watching several videos, I've decided to add VWAP to my trading style, currently studying it. Thanks for bringing awesome guests. Hey, man, that's what we're here for. I love that. That's awesome. If you're learning something from the stream, you take someone else's analysis, turn it into your own thing. That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, W's for Sand. That's fire. Dead Cat, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right. Good to be back, though, for real, guys. Very good to be back. Oh, okay. New week, new month. Let's get some shmoney for those Christmas gifts. For real, bro. I got some gifts to get. Seriously. Got to get them payouts. I can give you guys an update on my payouts. This is like my main focus right now are these top 1 futures accounts. I got them with code match, the 57.5% off deal. And we're about, where's the charts? There we go. We're about 50% of the way to payout, right? So the profit target is 3,000. I'm at 51,349 on 4 accounts. Here are the stats so far. It's not bad. 52% win rate. So not nearly as high as some of my other runs with prop firms, but the average win-loss makes up for it. So my average R multiple is currently 2, which is going to account for that lower win rate. Again, it's all just about your R multiples relationship with your win rates, right? If you have a 50% win rate, but your average R is 2, you're killing it. If you have a 80% win rate and your average R is 0.5, you're still killing it. If you have a 30% win rate, but your average R multiple is 3, you are killing it. So it all just depends on that profit factor, 2.23. And yeah, we're halfway through. Let me see. Oh, this is a new month. So the calendar is on December, but this was November. Just 5 days locked in so far. One red day on Thanksgiving. I really just took that to log a day because with top 1 futures, you do need 10 minimum trading days. Even if it's just like a flip day where you just buy 1 contract and sell it. That's exactly what I did just to log a day. But yeah, we'll count it as a red day. It's technically a red day. And we'll see what December brings. We'll see what December brings, man. When I took that short overnight, guys, this is the short I took on the Apex accounts to get them passed overnight. I mean, in hindsight, oh my God, this was fire. I got in here. It's just ripped lower. I so badly wanted to take these on top 1 futures as well, but I was just thinking because I really liked the idea. I mean, this shit, sorry for my, excuse my French, but this setup just looked so good, bro. We left all of those stacked relative equal lows on Thanksgiving and on Friday. It was the market is going to gravitate towards that. We immediately tap into a 4-hour bearish fair value gap and reject. It was just like one of those things where you just freaking know this is going to happen. It was too obvious. It was too obvious. So there's that 4-hour fair value gap. Look at the way we reject from it and close beneath it. And then look at all these stacked lows, guys. This is all low resistance liquidity. Like this, are you kidding me? This was the most obvious draw on liquidity of my life. And honestly, I'm kind of frustrated with myself because I should have been shorting this on my funded accounts too, not just getting past with Apex on them. Because it's just so easy. Did anybody else short these lows? Did you guys short and target these lows? Because it was textbook. It's like too easy, literally too easy. Let me know if anyone took those shorts, man. Hello, hello. Yeah, market open in 15 minutes. No, market is open in an hour and 15 minutes. It's 8 a.m. Eastern right now. Market opens at 9:30 Eastern. Hey, Zach, I went for a tea break. How's everything going? Good, Sakuna. We're chilling. Just going over the analysis. But yeah, so basically I have to wait until 5 p.m. for the market to like reset. And I should get my pass email on these Apex accounts. So that'll be great, man. That will be great. You know, I got to take this hoodie off. It's getting hot in here, man. My feet must be blasting. Sorry about that, chat. Sandler Trader did not trade on Thursday or Friday. I mean, bro, that was probably the right move. That shows you're not a degenerate. But yeah, here's the accounts in real time. Bam, $53,000 profit target, all hits. 12 accounts, man. We're making it happen. We're making it happen, boys and girls. Adam K says, I called 25,500 that day. You were shorting, and I told you we're not breaking those lows. We were getting that 500. Yeah, and I think you were correct about that, Adam. We were getting that 500 first. Yeah, for that 4-hour fair value gap fill. 100%, bro. Yeah, no, you were definitely right. And then we saved the lows for Sunday night open. It was solid analysis. Very solid. Now the question is here, do we continue lower and continue this bearish downtrend? Or are we going back up to all-time highs? That's the question. And I think it's 50-50 with where we are at currently. I can make a case for either. And maybe I should. Maybe I should make a case for the bullish and the downside. I think that makes sense. We want to be able to look at both of these scenarios and be prepared for either one, right? Should I make a case? Let's do our daily poll though, chat. Also, remember, to run these giveaways, we got to smash that like button. So we got about 40 people watching starting off. Let's try and hit 40 likes. We hit 40 likes, we'll run our first giveaway, chat. But here, let's do this. Let's get a poll going. All right, I just dropped a poll. Bullish or bearish for the day? Let me know what you guys are thinking. Currently, NQ is down 0.93%, man. Currently down 0.9%. The ES is down 0.67%. So nothing crazy, but it is a red day so far. We are bearish at the moment. Price is overall bullish. It's currently just on a pullback. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, sure. So let me go over my stuff. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at, higher time frame. Let's get rid of those levels. So Obviously, pretty big daily uptrend we've been in right here. We have not had any kind of true market structure shift on the daily time frame until recently, right? When we put in this lower low, lower high, lower low. So technically, we did shift to a daily downtrend for a short while, but there's a few things to consider. Number one, do we have draws on liquidity to the upside or to the downside? We kind of have both. And this is the thing. When you zoom out, you're going to be able to find both of these. Adam, can you check the chart room? I just tagged you. Yeah, I'll check it in a sec, Adam. I got you, brother. I just want to show you guys this. So here's the thing. I see equal lows on the daily time frame right here. That could be a pretty strong higher time frame draw on liquidity. It just can. Now, we're way below, way above it right now. What happened here, though? What has happened on the daily recently? We swept a key daily swing low, right? So we swept higher time frame liquidity, and we had a displacement move higher. Let's go down to the 4 hour. All we do is narrow things down, guys. So this is that daily swing low, right? So let's mark that. Put the little dollar sign for liquidity. Let's put it on the right. And what happened here? What has happened? Sweep of liquidity, displace higher, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now, here's the thing. We were looking at this swing high, and I said, this is really the only spot that will constitute a true 4 hour market structure shift, though, right? If you guys watch my market structure video on my YouTube channel, you have it right here. This is the last lower high that made a new lower low, taking out this low. So all of this inside here is substructure. You can look at this as a potential hourly market structure shift, but for the context of the 4 hour time frame, we have not shifted structure until we have taken out the last lower high that made a new lower low on the 4 hour time frame. So what do? We take out this low, or this swing high, excuse me. We do get a valid 4 hour market structure shift. So technically, 4 hour trend has shifted back to bullish after the daily swing low. What do we do now, though? Does that mean, we just go vertically up forever? No, we could probably pull back. First off, we do have draws on liquidity to the upside, though, on the higher time frame. We have these equal highs, right? These are pretty clear equal highs. Like, this is a nice draw on liquidity on the 4 hour. Where do we pull back to? Where can we pull back to? I want to go back to the daily real quick. We have a daily fair value gap in here, guys. We have two. We have one right here. Let me make this red. And we are currently inside one right now. We can't ignore daily fair value gap. The market this could be a higher low to make a new higher high if it wants to. I am going to be paying attention to seeing how this daily candle closes. If we continue to be bearish for the day and we get a closure below 25,000, let's just call it an even 25,000. If we get a daily candle closure beneath there, you could shift the trend back to bearish. But as long as these levels hold, we got to be bullish on the higher time frame. So it can hold this daily fair value gap, or it can hold this daily fair value gap. It can wick into here. But as long as we don't get daily candle closures below 25,000, bullish uptrend. What do we think about that? Higher time frame analysis. Do you guys agree, disagree? Daily candle closure below 25,000 equals bearish, higher time frame. As long as it holds, bullish. And then we'll get into the intraday analysis in a moment. Hey, Stoics in the chat. What up, bro? I would like to know if the 15-minute fair value gap at IFVG is still valid if it closed below and above multiple times. Okay, this is a good question. I would like to know if a 15-minute fair value gap or IFVG is still valid if it is closed below and above multiple times in a lower time frame. So just so I understand, are you saying we're looking like in an example where we're looking at a 15-minute fair value gap, but you get a 5-minute closure above or below it? It's not technically inverse. You have to pay attention to the time frame that you're looking at. So if you're looking at a 15-minute fair value gap, it is only going to be invalidated or inversed once you get a 15-minute candle closure above or below. If you get a bunch of 1-minute closures above a 15-minute fair value gap, it means nothing. You have to wait for that 15-minute candle closure. Otherwise, it's, it could just be a 1-minute closure, but it still becomes a wick and the fair value gap still holds or does not inverse. So yeah, I think that should answer your question. Let me know in the chat if that answered. Four-hour breaker block nested within a daily fair value gap, currently priced at 25% of the 4-hour breaker block. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some intraday analysis though now, gang. Here's our volume profile levels, right? So previous day's low, kind of a weird level here. We swept it, obviously. We've dipped below. We have previous day's point of control coming in at 25,299. That's going to be a major key level for us, okay? Here's the thing. We have perfect equal lows right here. Asia and London session high. Perfect equal lows. Equal highs, excuse me. I always do that. We have perfect equal highs right here. Pretty clear draw on liquidity intraday, in my opinion. This looks pretty good. Now, with where we would bounce here, do I like this area for a bounce? I don't know. We swept out this liquidity, so that's helpful. We created a double top. Let's take a look at ES. As of right now, what I would really feel more comfortable with seeing is if we put in some type of bullish SMT on the lower time frame. But you could pay attention to some type of inversion on the lower time frame. Like there's no 5-minute fair value gaps in here. There's one bullish one holding up price right here. This could be the low to come take these highs. Like that's feasible. But you could also be a little bit more strict with yourself today and say, don't get bullish until you get at least like a strong 5 or 15-minute candle closure back above the previous day's point of control. Because listen, market has still been pretty bullish the last few days. This could be the draw on liquidity. Yeah, but you could still look to just target this imbalance above here and look for pure trend continuation to the upside as long as we hold that previous day's point of control. But I kind of also like the downside. I just don't know what the draw on liquidity would be. Like we've mitigated all of these 4-hour fair value gaps. I guess you can use that daily unmitigated gap. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's pay attention to this because I guess this could become a draw for the day if it wants to right here. How far is that from price? This could be a decent spot. This would also be like if I pull a fib from the swing low to the swing high, it's still nowhere even near 50% of this overall price leg. So like if the market wants to tap back into discount before continuing trends, it's another reason that like we can at least come to this daily gap. Another premium and discount leg that you can pull it from is right here. That lines up like perfectly with that unmitigated daily gap. So it could be a target. But remember, this is pretty bullish price action, guys. Like this has been pretty damn bullish price action. So if the market wants to just hold and travel up to those equal highs that we have marked out right here, we got to let it. We don't want to force shorts if the market wants to come up and take all these stacked highs, right? I would look at this one first. So yeah, we got to play it level to level. Level to level game. Dharmesh, good morning, brother. What time is it? 8:30. Do we have news today? Oh, we got news at 10 a.m. Okay, interesting. I'm not going to lie, chat. 10 a.m. news is my least favorite. What I don't like about 10 a.m. news is that the market opens at 9:30. You might see setups, but do you want to get involved in a trade before news? What if your setup formulates that, you see your setup form at 9:55? Do you take that trade right before the 10 a.m. news? You can. It depends on the situation, but I prefer to just get the high impact news out of the way at 8:30. That's usually like the best. I love 8:30 a.m. news. It's all done. Hopefully we've created some type of draw on liquidity on that data wick, data highs, data lows, whatever the case is. And then we look to trade towards that post 9:30. Let's see. You know what? I haven't even looked at midnight. Where's midnight open in all of this? That's going to be super helpful for us. Let's see where the midnight open is. Okay, interesting. Okay, it's right below. So we're currently sitting on the midnight open. Let's pull this out a little bit more. ES is identical. Okay. Midnight open is not too helpful today, unless we want to be higher time frame bearish and we do something like this. Rip up, take those equal highs, tap into some type of imbalance up here, or hold that previous day's value area high, and then get some type of short setup, because we could say we're positioning ourselves above midnight, trade towards midnight open. But right now we can't trade directly to midnight open at the 9:30 open because we're right there. So, we can't just trade like the first inversion to it. Yeah, we're just sitting on it. So we'll just see how price reacts there. Helsing, good morning, brother. Good to see you here. Let's go. Took 3 trades, 2 losses and 1 win. Break-even day for me. Close the charts. Hey, bro. Nothing wrong with a break-even day. Can't allow people to tell you there's anything wrong with that. You managed risk, my brother. How we doing on likes, chat? We want to get a giveaway going? Oh, hell yeah. We hit 40 likes already. All right. I'm a man of my word. We can do a giveaway. How's the poll going? I want to see where we're at. There are only 34 votes so far, so we'll get a bigger sample size soon. But 58% bullish. Fair enough. Fair enough. Slight lean to the bulls. All right, chat. We want to get a giveaway going? I'm down. By the way, guys, let me make a pinned comment on the YouTube channel, because just for anyone new, the way we do giveaways on Prop for Match TV, I think I can confidently say we give away more accounts than any other stream. We give away like 12 accounts a day. It's wild. But the way you actually enter our giveaways, you have to join our Discord channel. So hold up. Let me get that going. I'm going to drop a pinned comment in the chat. Let's do it like this. Okay, so I'm going to drop this link for y'all. Okay, let me just pin this comment. Okay, I just pinned that comment on the top of the chat, guys. So it says, join our Discord to enter for daily account giveaways. Click that link. It's our Discord invite link. That's how you're going to enter into our giveaways. I'll give you a quick tutorial on how you're going to do this. You go over here. Here's our Prop Firm Match Discord. Once you get verified and all that good stuff, you come over here to PFM TV and you go to Stream Chat inside here, okay? I got to talk with the Discord mods. I don't know what the problem with capital letters is. People get excited and then it's like, oh, no capital letters. I'll admit people that use them constantly are annoying, but like, the way Hellsaint's using it right here, I'm all for it. That's valid. That's a valid way to use all caps. Do you guys agree? Now, if you're that person that's just constantly typing in all caps, like good afternoon, but like in all caps lock, you're annoying. Okay? But in a situation like this, it's fine. I got no problem with this. All right, let's get this first giveaway going though, chat. All right, here we go. All right, bam. To enter the giveaway, type match in the chat. That's going to be the code word for this one. And it's just a healthy reminder. That's all you have to do. If you don't win a giveaway, it's all good. Go to our Cyber Monday deal. Use code MATCH to get the best discounts on your favorite prop firms, especially futures, man. They got some good deals right now. Wait, what? Yo, Funding Ticks is 50% off? I'm not even trying to sell this right now. I'm not affiliated with Funding Ticks personally. I don't, but honestly, I've been meaning to try them, and 50% off is kind of fire, bro. Oh, you could get it cheaper for intraday trailing versus end of day. How does the reward cap work? 50K. Okay, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. How many accounts can you trade with them? Let me go here. Challenges. So right now with code match, you can get a freaking 50K instant funded for $260. That's like around the same as top one futures. I'm not going to lie. That's fire. No daily loss limit? Yo, with no daily loss limit, that's actually insane. Max contracts. Okay, so you can only trade up to 3 minis, but honestly, that's more than enough on a 50K account, bro. I have no problem with that. 90% profit split. You can get paid out in 7 days, so I'm guessing as soon as you reach your consistency score. Is there a consistency score on these? It looks like there might not be via prop for a match. Oh, no, 25%. Okay. Interesting. I may have to look into that, chat. Like, that's kind of fire. Not going to lie. I hate trailing drawdown. Yeah, I don't mind it anymore, bro. Here's the thing, bro. Like, all these CFD traders complain about trailing drawdown, but it's like, okay, have fun trading your single account that you, like, are not allowed to copy trade. Cool. Like, bro, I can trade 20 accounts with Apex. I can trade 5 accounts at a clip with Tradeify, Top One Futures, Funding Ticks. Like, I can copy all of them together if I want. Like, you futures traders, you know what? I'm going to say something. I don't think this is controversial, but futures prop firm traders make significantly more money than CFD prop firm traders. Challenge me on that. We make more money because we can scale up. Our scalability is unmatched, bro. It's just the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Igor says 100, 100, 100, 100. Ain't no one can challenge me on that, bro. I'm telling you. Sakuda says, I recently shifted to futures and I'm seeing the results. Yep, I was the same way for me. I was taking some payouts on my Forex funds, Then they got rug pulled. I moved over to futures. My world opened up. Just is the truth, man. Feel more comfortable and easy to take profits. Yep, that's a big thing. Also, no spread, no slippage. Your execution is so much more seamless and instant. And you have like real adult trading platforms. Like Tradeovate is an adult trading platform. Project X2 is like a solid platform with a really good UI, really good experience. MetaTrader 5 is like, bro, I'm sorry, that's not a trading platform. Like, I think very soon CFD will join the copy trade race. Yeah, but you know what it is, bro? Icor, like back in the day, you were able to copy trade with CFDs and then they changed it. I think it's because their model, it's not working for them with that. Am I going to take a 20K payout from Apex before the new year? I don't know. Probably not, bro. Probably not the new year because I think my goal is to be a little bit more cautious with them. But what I think is very feasible is for me to take a $12,000 payout with Top 1 futures before the new year ends. I'm halfway to the target. Profit target is 3K. I'm at 51 to 350. I think this could be realistic. What's funny is, bro, I'm like good. I don't need to take another payout before the end of the year. I've talked about this. Like I said, I'm going to slow down. But I am kind of slowing down. Like this is the last set of funded accounts I'm trading, and now I got Apex. But I'm gonna ease into those Apex accounts. You know, this is the main focus until the end of the year. If I get the payout, I get the payout. But like I'm chilling, bro. We had a great year. If I could get another 12K before December 31st, though, I'll take it. Hey, Josh is in the chat. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you here, man. Centralized data is the best thing about futures. Brokers can't F you up like CFD brokers do. Yeah, that's a huge factor, man. I'm back. Hopefully it is a good day for trading. Yeah, man, it looks pretty decent so far. I was mapping out these equal highs. We got the midnight open right here, but we have 10 a.m. news, which I was saying is not my favorite. I prefer 8:30 a.m. news most of the time, but we'll make the most of it. I think these equal highs will probably get ran today at some point. So until that happens, you could be long biased towards those equal highs. But I also like the idea of the market selling off more into this unmitigated daily gap, which also lines up with the 50% of this price leg from this swing low to this swing high. But I think the more like immediate draw on liquidity is most likely this imbalance right here with these equal highs. I feel like this is like the more immediate draw on liquidity. You have the equal highs right here. Right above it is an imbalance. Like that's bread and butter type shit. So we'll see. We'll see midnight. We're currently above the midnight open. We're below previous day's POC. So like there's a few things, like there's a push and a pull here for a bias. But if I'm just focusing on price action, like we have equal highs with a clear imbalance above it. Seems like a good draw on liquidity. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. No, Josh. So what happened is I got 12 funded accounts passed. So I just got myself 12 Apex accounts last night. I got them passed. So that's what I was talking about. So we're gonna try to run it up, bro. People really like the multiple accounts, man. This was a good post. So we're gonna do our best. So you can trade 6 50K accounts on funding ticks for 50% off. That's a good deal, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Code match for 50% off. That's like an insane deal, honestly. Great breakdown of market structure today. Really appreciate the reasoning behind the entries and exits. Hey, appreciate you, Gem, bro. Yeah, that's what we do here. Like with my technical analysis, I'm not out here to be like, you know, I like to give you guys reason for why I'm talking about what I'm talking about and why I'm going to take the trades that I take. There needs to be a reason behind the trade, a logic, a narrative. Too many people don't have that. Too many people are just like, oh, it broke above EMA, buy. Break below EMA, sell. It's not my style. I think you need a little bit more in depth. I'm not somebody who thinks you need to overcomplicate your analysis, but I do think that like too many people are selling this idea that trading is overly simple and like all you need to do is this simple thing. And it's like, no, dude, that's how they sell you stuff. That sounds way better. The truth is technical analysis is a little complicated. You need to get in there and learn it. Hey, appreciate the kind words, guys. Zach the GOAT, Zach the King. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I got to wait until 5 p.m. to activate these. Get my pass email. Yeah, funding ticks pretty fire though. We should do this giveaway, chat. Yeah, so we're going to focus on TOF though. If I can make $300 today on these accounts, just keep edging my way closer to that 12K payout. That's really it, man. That's all I'm trying to do. How many Apex do I have? 20? No, I got 12 now. So I just have 12 accounts. I'm not Mr. Big Shot with 20. We got 12. So I think I can take, like, if I do get to the payout, it'll be a $24,000 payout if I take max 2K per account. Just solid. Real examples and no fluff. Yes, sir. Soon it will be 20, says Montana. Yeah, I think so. Probably. Soon enough. All right, let's get this giveaway going, chat. We got a ton of entries in here. Let me go ahead and get them copied. And we got 70 people watching right now on YouTube. Remember, if you guys are watching on Instagram or X and you want to get the link to our Discord channel to join, to enter giveaways, you want me to see your chats. I try my best to look at the Instagram chat, but if you want to really ask me a question, come on to the YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel stream. That's where like most of the engagement is going on. And smash that like button, man. It helps us with the algorithm. I don't mean to sound like too much of an influencer, but it does help get the content out to more viewers. So, okay, I got this list. I'm going to go ahead and get this list formulated. Just give me a second. Just getting this list going right now, guys. Give me like 60 seconds here. By the way, guys, like we really have a ton of stuff planned for this Discord. How do you guys feel about me doing a live Q&A inside the Discord? So like maybe we can get everybody to ask some questions beforehand so I can get a list of questions and then I can answer them live on stage in Discord. And we could also let people like raise their hands virtually, come on stage and ask me, for more detail in that question or a new question in real time. I think that's the next big thing we want to do with Discord. So yeah, W's in the chat if that's a good idea, or just tell me if you guys think it's a good idea. Okay, awesome. Yeah, people like it. So let me ask you this. What time is best for everyone? Like, can we do it just after a stream? Or how do you guys feel about doing it over the weekend? Like doing it on a Saturday or Sunday morning? Because I'd also be up for that. Yeah, people like this idea. Dope. Cool. Weekends. Okay, cool. Because I'm down, bro. Listen, I don't do much on the weekends these days. Like I try and get one day of skating in, hang out with the fam, so I can totally make it work on a morning. Like do like early afternoon. We can do like 12 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday. On weekend, current stream time. Okay, yeah, we can do this. Questions plus previous week's price action and trade review. Okay, cool. I love this, man. I love that people are into it. Awesome. Okay, I got my list too. I'm gonna go back and talk to the guys about that, and we'll get it going. We'll make it happen. Okay, guys, here's the list. A few things to remember, okay, if you guys are new. First off, so we're giving away 3 different types of accounts. We got Top 1 Futures, Blue Guardian, and Aqua Futures. Huge shout out to all of our sponsors. They do so much for us here on the stream. Like 4 accounts from each firm, so 12 accounts total. Now, one thing to understand, though, is I am not going to, we're not going to clarify which account you guys are getting here. You're going to get matched with your account from Prop for a Match support. So they're going to do all of that. Please don't DM me about accounts, okay? I got nothing to do with it. I just spin the wheel and get you guys hooked up with support, all right? So just, of course, always remember that. Top 3 setups for the day. Yep, all of this are great ideas. Great ideas. This is exactly why I watch your lives. Let's go, bro. All right, let's do this. Let's spin the wheel. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Dude, that thing is creeping me out. This little video here, this is creeping me out, dude. Ugh. Okay. Makamu Trades. Shout out, brother. You're the first winner. Oh, wait. I got to get your Discord handle. Hold up. Let me not forget that. Got to make it easy for the team. Okay, got it. All right, that's number 1. I'm just a wheel spinner. It's true, bro. I'm a trader and a wheel spinner. I'm not support. Crazy how much more clear this looks when you explain it live. I appreciate it. That's what we're here for, man. Caught in 4K. Yeah, that was kind of sus, right, bro? That was suspect. I did not like that. All right, let's do another one. 1, 2. Let's go, Shrigik. I'm sure I butchered that, but it's all good. Shrigik. Shout out, bro. Just getting your name saved here, brother. Okay. That's number 2. I could give away one more right now off rip. We might as well. I got freaking 12 accounts to give away per day, you know? Should we do one more? How does this work anyway? So the way the Discord giveaways work, my friend, you got to go to our pinned comment on the chat, okay? There's an invite link to the Prop for a Match Discord. You join the Prop for a Match Discord. Then once you're in, you come on over to the stream chat right here. you click on stream chat. And when I'm doing a giveaway, I tell everyone to type a code word in here. I copy everyone's names. You can see all these entries from earlier. And then I save those names and I put them into something like a pinwheel or a duck race. And we run it up and try to whoever gets picked wins the account. So you missed it for this one, but we do about 4 giveaways a day throughout the stream. I give away 12 accounts per day. So just stay watching. We'll do another one really soon, and make sure that you have Discord linked up and good to go so that you can enter. But yeah, we'll do one more right now. You guys want to do it with a duck race, duck, go? Oh, I should have saved that list. I got it up here. Hold on. All right, we got it right here, chat. Y'all ready? When is the Twitter giveaway winner? December 1st? I'd have to look into that. I would ask PFM support about that. Do I do sports betting? Just for fun. I'll take like $20 bets every now and again. Nothing crazy. I'm not like big on it. I'm not saying anyone's name. You noticed I was quiet, Adib. I said no one's name. Nobody can blame me for jinxing. Sakti. Shout out, bro. All right, let me do this. I'm already in the Discord, but I cannot see the way to enter. I just explained it. I'll go over it for you one more time. You probably just didn't get verified. So you got to get verified. There'll be a channel here that says verification. You have to do that just so that they know you're not a bot. Then all these other channels will open up. You go to PFM TV, go to the stream chat, and you enter here. There's no giveaway currently though. So like this was the last one we just did. But yeah, congratulations. Sakti, let me save your name in here. There you go. All right. Beautiful. Market's pumping a little bit, huh? Next time add my name also, and then I can pick. Today's guest is Luna. We got Luna coming in at 9:30. Oh, and we got an update for Wednesday. We're going to have Stoic. Our boy Jake Stoic will be on Wednesday. But yeah, today we got Luna coming on at 9:30. 9:30. So stay tuned for that. Guys, I got to take a quick coffee break. So how about this? Let's get one more giveaway going before Luna gets on, okay? Let's do one more. I'm going to do this. Let's do one more giveaway. I'll get this going right now. Hold up. There'll be a new code word to enter. I'll give it to you right now. Type Luna to enter the giveaway. Okay, anyone below me, type Luna to enter this giveaway. Let's do one more. I got to take a quick 60-second break. There we go. I see all the names coming in. Beautiful. Get those entries in. We'll give away a couple more accounts as soon as I get back. I'm just going to take a 90-second break, and we will be right back, okay? So, yeah, be right back, guys. See you in a few moments. Get those entries in the meantime. Oh man, my background thing. I forgot to put it on a loop. It's okay though, chat. We back. How we doing? Quick break. Told y'all. We back. All right. How are those entries coming? Do you guys want another minute or two? Let me know, because I'll get these entries going. I'm going to keep this list for a minute too. So I'm going to give everyone as much time as possible, actually. We'll get the list finished. I'll give everyone all the time they need. Remember, you really only need to enter once though, but I'll give everyone a little bit of time. Yeah, I'll give you guys a couple minutes. As far as the markets are going, man, we're chilling. I mean, this was a pretty, this is an hourly candle. It didn't do much. I think we created a fair value gap in here. That could be helpful for us. Little hourly gap, right? It's also a 15-minute gap. Okay. Yeah, this 15-minute gap is pretty key. If you get a closure above this 15-minute gap, I think you take the equal highs and you fill some of this open hourly gap. I think that's the idea that we're going to be looking at. You can even trade that. Like you could just trade the 15-minute inversion. If you get a 15-minute closure above, stop here, equal highs. You could trade that like as a negative R setup, honestly. If you guys are familiar with my negative risk reward midnight retracement model, you can use it like this. For context, I'm talking about this one right here. How this negative RR model made me 40K in prop firm payouts. That's what I'm talking about. This is like a pretty good example. Really, you would want to take it on like the 5-minute, but a 15-minute is valid. You can do it. We'll see. See if you get that. %68% of the chat is bullish today, y'all. Keep in mind of that. Let's try Kahoot today. What's Kahoot? What is that? Guys, I really may take advantage of this 50% off deal with code match. I'm not even kidding. Funding ticks. That's fire, dude. It's a good deal. That's like really, it's one of the ones that are like, you want to take advantage of those types of deals. It's like arbitrage, it's like when you can get funded accounts that cheap, it's a steal. For the giveaway. I don't know what Kahoot is. Adam's saying, oh, chat is 80% bullish. I'm selling. Hey, bro, it could work. It could work. That's all I'll say. And I love the chat, but it's just like a thing. It's just a game of numbers. Like it's not like any individual here is bad at trading. It's like when there's a massive amount of people on one side, you can very often market will move the other way. You know what I mean? What happened to my Top Step account? Dude, I don't think they ever reset it for me. So I think I just got cooked. I haven't checked. Yeah, no, they haven't. They didn't reset anything for me, man. Kind of annoying. So yeah, I haven't touched them since. I'll just wait until they reset themselves at the end of the month. Whatever, dude. It just stinks because I was by 3 minutes, because they sent out an email saying anyone from like until 11:15 a.m. if your accounts were breached in that time frame, your accounts will be reset. And mine were breached at 11:18 a.m. Just tell them. I did, bro. I went to them. I went to support and I told them this, and they were just like, tough, kick rocks. They basically told me to kick rocks. Listen, there has to be a cutoff at some point. So like, listen, if you make a cutoff of 11:15, and then you start helping people whose accounts were blown by 1118, where does, you got to draw a line somewhere. So I understand it, because if you start letting me go there, then I tell my friend who theirs was blown by 1120, and they go, bro, mine was blown by 1120. You gave them to him for 1118. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it becomes too much sauce. So I don't have a grudge against it. It is what it is. Top Step has paid me a lot of money too. I've gotten a lot of money from them in payouts. So listen, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I am going to focus on these top 1 futures accounts for the morning session, I think. Just try and keep getting these going, man. Here, where's that poll? I got an idea. I want to do another poll. Okay, so we got almost 70% of the chat is bullish. So now we know. But I want to do another one. All right, I just started a Q&A. I made it, what is your favorite futures prop firm? Chat, let me know. I want to know what everyone's favorite futures prop firm is. Funded next. My Forex funds funded next. Or my Forex funds. My funded futures. Funding ticks. I'll let you guys get some entries in there. Fivers. Sam the Trader likes TOF. Zach, can you tell me about how much I should risk for 150K Aqua Futures Challenge phase, and what about in the funded stage? Good question. So here's what I always say, my friend. I always say you should risk, if you want to keep your account long-term, you should risk 10% of your overall buffer. So that means if you have a 150K account with $4,500 of drawdown, then you can safely risk $450 per trade. If you do that, you will in order to blow that account, you would have to lose 10 trades in a row without taking any wins. So that's pretty unlikely, especially if you're somebody like me who trades for base hits, 1-to-1s. You should be fine. You really should not be blowing accounts like that. So that's my rule of thumb. Now, in the challenge phase, you have 2 ways of going about it. That was for the funded stage. You should always risk, I think, 10% of your overall drawdown. Not to be confused with 10% of the account balance. Like 10% of a 150K, you can't even risk that much. You know what I'm saying? 10% of the overall buffer. In the challenge phase, though, I think you should risk a little bit more. I think you need to make sure. Okay, cool. I think you have 2 ways of going about it. You want to be either aggressive and pass that thing within a couple days, or you want to be conservative. If you want to be conservative, you should stick with the 10% of your buffer. If you want to be aggressive, I mean, I'll risk the entire account to pass, especially if it's 1-day pass. But where I'm at in my trading career, I see this purely as a business expense. Okay, so I see it as time is money. I would rather reset the account twice and then pass in the same day than spend 2 weeks trying to pass the same account. So there's 2 ways to go about it. Hey, BTW Abby has gotten pants from Apex. That's sick. Okay, so it's pretty mixed. Some of you guys like TPT, Apex. Josh likes Tradeify. Is there a giveaway today? Bro, this is Prop for Match TV. Come on. Yeah, I got 9 accounts to give away still. Check out the Lucid Trading Flex account. Yeah, we got to get them listed on Prop for Match. We probably will soon. Thank you, Zach the GOAT. Bro, let's spin. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's spin. Market's pumping up, huh? We got a little pump ski going. Little pump ski. Let me copy these Discord names. Where's my water? I need to make a double espresso before Luna gets on, too. Beautiful. All right, let me get this list going. Oh, yeah, brother. We got a lot of entries. Let's do it. Remember, guys, if you've already won an account today, like if you've won on the first few accounts that we've given away, there's no reason to keep entering. Like you can only win 1 account per day. And remember, with some of these firms like Blue Guardian and Aqua Futures, you can only win 1 of their accounts every 30 days. So just always keep that in mind when you're entering. All right, let's run this, guys. Can anybody advise me on a good trading setup? IFVGs, look up IFVGs or just watch me trade daily and you'll learn my setup. Guys, if you're not on here, it's too late. I gave everyone like 10 minutes to enter. So listen, this is the list, okay? There's a ton of people on this list. You gotta go through our Discord, guys. All right, let's do this. Alpha Bro says, man, I wish I saw streams like this when I first started. Would have saved me a lot of blown accounts. Thank you for the kind words, bro. Big shout out to you. That's what we're here for, man. If you got $150, do you buy 5K accounts or 125K accounts, both with daily payout? That's a great question. Future Zone. This is a solid question. What is the I'm thinking are you thinking about futures? There's no 5K futures account. That doesn't really exist. I'm guessing you're thinking about CFDs. I think if there's no profit cap, you go with 5K accounts, honestly. Multiply the gains. Yeah, I would say 5Ks. You could do this question with 50Ks for futures, like 10 50K accounts or 5 150K accounts. They kind of equate to the same thing, but you could potentially get a bigger payout with the 10 50K accounts over the 5 150Ks. So yeah, copy trading helps you scale up. The scalability gets crazy. All right, let's run this one up, guys. Ready on 3, 1, 2. Ooh, Lucas. I recognize this name. I think Lucas might have been in the Black Shirt Club back in the day. Shout out to Lucas, bro. I think I think we've chatted before in the past. If you're the same Lucas I'm thinking of, I'm happy you won, man. Shout out, dude. Just saving your Discord handle real quick, brother. By the way, guys, let me remind you all how to claim your accounts, okay? For the winner so far. So far, we've only given away 4 accounts. I got 8 more to give out throughout the day, all right? For anyone that doesn't know how to claim your account, though, you're going to go over to X. You're going to go to PFM Support on X. Prop for Match Support. Let me link this in the chat for you guys. And bam, you're going to go ahead and DM them. You're going to DM PFM Support, so make sure to follow them so you can open DMs. And then show them proof of your Discord handle, okay? Show them your Discord handle, and then they will get you hooked up and set up with your account. Easy peasy. That's how you do it. But yeah, big shout out to Lucas. You're the man, bro. Keep killing it. And yeah, we got 12 minutes or so until Luna comes on and we get this market open. It's going to be weird, though, because we have 10 a.m. news. So, like, I don't know. Do I want to take the trade before the news? I'm going to have to consider it. If it's a good setup, I'll do it. But, you know, we don't want to force it either. Thanks for the account I won last week. Dope. How do I join the giveaway? So, take a look at the comments at the top of the chat, the pinned comment. I'll drop it again. I'm going to do another one. There should be a pinned comment at the top of the chat to join our Discord, enter for our daily account giveaways. There is a link, a Discord invite link. You click that link, you join our Discord. That is how you'll enter. And then once you are inside of our Discord, you come over here. You got to get verified. You come over to PFM TV, stream chat, and I'll usually have you guys like type a code word in here. Like all these people, it was Luna, because we're shouting out Luna, who's going to be our guest in a few minutes. They type the word Luna, I copy their names, and then I put it here into the pinwheel. Or we do a duck race, whatever we want. And that's how you do it. So you know for next time, because I'm going to do probably like 3 or 4 more giveaway chances. 2 accounts each at a time. So we got a ton left to do. Okay, let me make sure Luna can get up in here. Let's send him the invite link real quick to the stream. Bam, bam. All right, Luna should be here soon. Just added my name. Elmi, so here's the thing. I already got this list. So this list is done, but you'll be able to enter the next one. So when I do run another giveaway shortly, I'll give everyone a code word. You're going to go in there. You're going to put a code word. So you'll get there. But this is my list. I can't add people's names to the wheel after the list is done. That's just the rules. I'm going to give away like a ton more accounts throughout the day. You just got to sit and be ready for the next one. That's all. Yeah, we could end it with a duck race. I'm down. Let me keep this list up here. All right, we ready, chat? Get it going? Pop-ups are crazy. All right, one more account to give away, and then let's get going. We'll give away more throughout the stream, but I'm telling you, we're going to take some trades. So listen, if you need a free account, but you already got an account, you want to make some money, you're going to watch us trade. That's how we do it. You're looking at a guy who's taken 20K in the last 4 weeks in payouts. And honestly, I really might be able to take another 10K before year's ends. I think it's feasible. We'll see. So just follow your boys' trades, bro. Buy your own accounts. You know what I'm saying? If my duck wins today, I will surely make it to payout. I promise it to myself. I hope you do, man. Shout out to Dino. I know Dino's been working hard, man. You'll get there, bro. You will get there. Oh, did I? No, I said 45 seconds, bro. Oh, you said imagine. Yeah, that would be wild. Honestly, if I ever did like a 24-hour stream subathon type of thing, I'd have to do like 45-minute duck races. You know what I mean? Kill the time. All right, let's do this. Let's run it. Tradeify is introducing daily payouts on December 3rd. I saw. I'm very intrigued by that. We're gonna have to see what they all look like. Very, very intrigued by that. Not gonna lie, man. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, Udi. After joining Discord, you got to go to the stream chat and you type in the code word. But listen, this one's already done, so you got to wait for the next giveaway. 45-year duck race. Who's it going to be? I'm not saying anyone's names. I'm done with that. I'm not jinxing anybody, bro. Hey, Arjun. Shout out Arjun. I have a friend named Arjun. I wonder if it's him. I doubt it. He doesn't trade, but shout out to Arjun, bro. Let's go. Let me find you on Discord real quick. Arjun A. Okay, I got you. Bang. All right, sweet. Remember, guys, to claim your account, go to PFM support on X. Just send them over a DM. Pretty simple and easy. I'll drop the link in the chat for you. 24-hour duck race. I'm telling you, I might for fun try and do like a 12-hour stream one day. That'd be pretty wild. NQ analysis, please. Yeah, so we've already done some, but we're going to be doing the rest of that all day. Look at this. Dude, look at this previous day's point of control retest and move lower. What a beautiful reaction. Damn. Tell me that's not a random level. Tell me the previous day's point of control is a random level on your chart and that it means nothing. Look at that. To the tick. Yeah, guys, maybe it's going to be a bearish day. The thing is, I just don't like that we have these equal highs up here. It's like so sketch. You know what I'm saying? It's really sketch that we got these equal highs. But maybe we do something like this. Like maybe we actually dip below midnight, create some type of bullish SMT here, and then we could get like an inversion, something like that. And if not, if we just want to travel right down to this unmitigated daily fair value gap, take out these wicks right here, like I'm for it. I'm not against that. We'll see. So these are the levels we're looking at. If the market wants to continue lower, I think it's traveling down to like 25,070s for that daily fair value gap. Minimum low-hanging fruit would be 25,000 but we have really clear equal highs above us that also coincide with London and Asia session high. Midnight is currently below, but we have an open unmitigated hourly fair value gap, which could also be a draw. So we're kind of stuck inside this range. But any type of inversion to the upside into these equal highs, I'd be willing to take. If we break above the previous day's point of control, I'd be willing to take along up to the equal highs, maybe the midpoint, maybe up to the previous day's value area high. All of those I'll be interested in, but we got to watch price action. Really strong bearish reaction, though, at the previous day's POC. We also have to keep in mind that we have 10 a.m. news coming in. So got to be careful for that, bro. Hey, I see Luna Raid. Luna in the chat. Here we go. Come through, bro. Get up in here, Luna. Get up in here, bro. I gotta go make a coffee. I'm gonna give you the reins while I go make a coffee. This live is all-time great. Live giveaway plus knowledge plus trade ideas plus live trades. That's it, bro. That's what we do. If you were to trade take profit trader, how do I deal with intraday trailing drawdown? For me, future zone, it's not a problem because I'm mostly scalping one-to-one base hits. The thing about intraday trailing drawdown, you just simply have to take your profits aggressively. You can't look for like 6R trades and sit in the same setup for 2 hours while the market fluctuates up and down. You have to just take base hits, quick trades in and out. You want to get out at your equity highs most of the time and then look for another setup. And the other thing about this is like people are obsessed with this. Oh, intraday trailing drawdown, I can't deal with it. Guys, if you're actually a good trader, you trading with that intraday trailing drawdown should be a tiny portion of the amount of time you're trading that account. You should be making that quick $2,000 buffer with intraday trailing. Once you make it, your drawdown locks in and is no longer trailing, and you have a static drawdown account. So people get obsessed with that because they think, oh, I'm going to constantly always be dealing with the intraday trailing drawdown on my account. It's like, not if you can just trade well, get your buffer done, and then just trade the account. So for me, future zone, it's like when you are dealing with the intraday trailing, you got to go small, take base hits, stable upside equity curve. Low incremental upside. That's what those types of accounts reward, okay? They're not going to reward a volatile equity curve that's all over the place. So yeah, base hits. Try to get it done quickly. Just like, you know, you can risk more if you're taking a low-hanging fruit, higher probability trade that's only getting 1R. You can put more risk on that trade because you are more confident that the TP is going to hit as opposed to looking for like a 7R trade with a tight stop loss. Like you can't put a lot of risk on that because chances are the stop's going to get hit. But if you're looking for a 1-to-1 or a 0.5-to-1 and you have a clear draw on liquidity, easier base hit, you can put a little more risk on that trade and just get the trailing drawdown out of the way quickly. Okay, we got Luna up in here. Let me add Luna to the chat. Yo,
let's do it.
What's good? What's up, bro?
Good morning. Happy first of the month, guys.
Yes, sir.
Happy first.
How was your weekend, bro?
Oh man, I felt like I was getting sick.
Oh, like, really? Dude,
I'm normally the type of person who's in denial about it, you know? And then like yesterday I'm like sore and I thought it was like from the gym, but it was different. It was like I was sick. I kind of had a fever.
Dude, I was getting a little sick too. I'm feeling better now, but I straight up, I was drinking vitamin C all weekend, like just trying to get my immune system back up. That's interesting.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I had some family members sick that I was with for Thanksgiving, so maybe that's what it was.
Ooh, look at this up 9:30 open. Hey, Luna, can you get your chart up and take the reins? I'm going to go make a quick coffee. Maybe you can just show us what you're looking at.
Yeah, for sure. And I got my chart on right now. It should be ready to go. Tell me if that works.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. Okay, let me pull this up. Got
Sweet.
It. Both.
Awesome.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna let you do that quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Take your time. All right, guys. So welcome. Thanks for having me on again, everyone. Chat here, and it's cool to switch it up. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Luna Gang in the house. I see Dandy in here. Session flow. Let's go. Trades by now. And yeah, I think we're going to get to just keep rolling here. And I know normally we got a bunch of giveaways here too. There we go. Okay, sweet. So yeah, sweet. I'm happy to be back on here, and I'm just going to keep looking for my setup. So we have new open just happened when I got on, so that's what this big candle was, and it's kind of weird to get on right when New York open is happening, but for me it actually kind of works out because, as a lot of you know, I don't really like to trade within 5 minutes of the opening candle. So that's one of my rules here. So it's something I go over every day before I jump on, which I feel like it's healthy. I read out my pre-flight checklist to myself, and it's funny because like I actually want to write a pre-flight checklist that's just for before I start my stream. You know, like maybe I do some vocal exercises or things like that. So this is just a concept that I think works great in other aspects of life when we need to do high performance jobs or anything like that. So I'm going to read through it. Half size or eval for choppy pre-market. No trades is a trade. Make every trade count, which is pretty much like being okay with accepting a loss of a trade. Like if it's a trade that I feel like I would have taken any time, that looks good. I mean, I might have a gold trade here. Check previous day journal entries and trade log, high time frame analysis, plan trade ideas. No entering trades 5 minutes within market open or red folder news. ABC setup. So 3 out of 3 for A's, 2 out of 3 risk for B's, 1 out of 3 risk for C's. Don't let a runner get in the way of a scalp. See profit, take profit, right? Complete journal entry for each trade. Set copy trader. Look for reasons not to take a trade and correct mistakes immediately. That pretty much just means correcting sizing mistakes, right? So I'm looking at gold here. And I'm looking at actually a flip of these highs still, but the stop is getting really wide here. So that's pretty much having to go down to micros. I mean, on this account, I could do one. And I just got a new so I just set up a new indicator on my NinjaTrader that allows me to do a lot more advanced order types, and I can manage my sizing better. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, guys, so how are you guys doing? Yeah, we have news today too. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that again, Josh. We have news at 10 a.m. for the manufacturing PMI, and I'm kind of interested in this. Stop by 3. So I'm looking at gold breaking back up here. I'm looking at gold going back in this range, breaking up above these previous 15-minute candle highs and coming up here. So this is something I'm gonna be looking for. I kind of like this fill, let's just say, to London IB. It's not the best R&R though when it comes to where my stop loss is. So maybe this is actually where I could like cheat my stop loss in once we make that breakout. Like something like that, or that even. So maybe that's actually what I do with the stop loss. Yeah, I don't mind this. So I'm going to risk about 5 micros on top step. So yeah, guys, it's Monday. And so I already got kind of chopped up today. So I took 2 trades last night, and they were really the same exact trade idea. I took one, and then it set up even better. It gave me a better stop placement, and I took it again. And the second time was a win. The first time was a loss, but half of the second position got stopped at break even. So I didn't really get the full P&L on the win. So I'll show you guys right here. So I took minus 262 on the loss, and then I only made 123 on the win. Rest got stopped out, and that was just in one account. And then today I was copy trading in the trades I took, and I took 2 losses. This first one, I actually was saying how I didn't like it, but then I ended up taking it. So that's it was though the setup. It was following my original like trade idea there, following my rules. So at the same time, it was a proper loss. But part of me was like not really liking it, and I said I was like, actually, I would have rather waited for it to go down. It was a long, so I would have rather waited for the price to go down more or go up more before taking the long. I was a little bit in the middle of a range, and then it was a loss. And then the second trade was a div that was a loss. I think so on the 5-minute, right? Yeah, on ES. So, but the market was a little bit choppy for me this morning, and I think, man, I don't know how to. Okay, so gold is not setting up here, but yeah, so I got chopped up a little bit, and yeah, it's $4,400, but that's just a day, right? Losses can the loss be a flex? Is that okay? The fact that we're putting on risk like that. So I am also feeling, oh, we got Zach back. Yo.
What up? So what happened? You had a choppy morning?
Yeah, I mean, it was really just 2 trades, but one of the trades I knew better, like my intuition and everything was like telling me to be patient. So I was looking for shorts, and I was just like looking for my first setup. And so I ended up, I liked NQ better, but I got the setup on ES. And so here was the short right here. And it actually played out. It just, yeah, it stopped me out first and then it went, yeah, type of thing. So I feel like though, because of the choppy conditions right now, it is a little bit choppy to me. I could have had a more of my traditional setup, which I consider more of like an intraday swing trade. I mean, it's not really a swing trade, but where I have a little bit of a looser stop would have been the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end though, it was just choppy and I had a point of control there. So I had reasons to not take that trade. And I don't know, I don't know why I took it at the end of the day, but it was my setup. It was what I was waiting for. So I was allowed to.
I mean, if it's your setup, that's why you took it, right?
Yep. But I kind of knew better. It was a little choppy. I should have at least waited for NQ because I was liking NQ better. So
I haven't taken any funded account trades yet. Guys, by the way, it looks like we're going to run up to those equal highs. If I wasn't making coffee, I might have gotten long. We kind of outlined an idea like this, but we'll see. I'm not going to take anything yet, but no funded account trades for me, Luna, but I did pass 12 Apex accounts last night, bro.
There we go. All together at once.
All together at once, bro. One shot.
That takes a certain type of person. Like I generally do like one or two at a time.
Usually I would too, but I just said F it, man.
And you sent them. You were doing it in like one trade.
I sent it today in one trade, 2 minis on each account. I was like, I got to make 300 ticks right now. I shorted like in the Asia session, just up at the top, and we just had that run, that straight up, just like nosedive down. So it worked out beautifully. Intraday trailing drawdown was not an issue. Yes, I got lucky. It was good.
So I had 5 accounts rebuild, and they rebuild at like a worse price than what I could have bought them for right now. And normally that's something I'm really good at. Like in the past, I would constantly have a spreadsheet of all my account rebuild dates. Do you ever talk about that type of stuff? Because I actually think that because we're trading prop firms and so is the community here, that's one of those things that I used to talk about a lot that I realize I haven't focused on as much. But like tracking our accounts and rebuilds and budgeting our prop firms.
About it constantly. I talk about it all the time, man. My partner, shout out Sarah, my partner, she forced me to start paying attention to it myself. And this is like when I wasn't really making much money trading yet at all, but I was getting a few payouts. And she was like, you have to start tracking this. And I feel like once I started tracking it, first off, I realized, damn, I am not profitable yet. Because I was trying to take some.
But you're kind of starting to feel it. Like you're like, I got this.
Exactly. I was like, dude, I'm killing it. And I was like, dude, I'm like break even now, if anything. So yeah, I immediately went to like, I have a monthly budget that I can spend. Like, and as I make more money and get bigger payouts, my monthly budget can go up a little bit. But I'm very conscious of how much I'm putting in, because that's really the game that you're playing here, man. Like, it's not about necessarily being the best trader in the world. It's just about like, can I spend less than what I take home in payouts? That's the prop firm game. Yeah, it's huge.
Yep. And those type, it's just unnecessary. Like letting it rebuild and like spending money when I could have saved money on those same accounts or whatever. Like that's money I could have spent on more accounts, or anything else in my life, of course. But yeah, I do think that it's so important to have that budget and that even for people who have money, it's probably still better to limit yourself in the beginning until you're like, because how much easier is it to get profitable when you haven't spent that much money? Like at my first 6 months or like 8 months, I think I spent like 25K on prop firm accounts from my live personal account. So it was still trading profits, but I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah. And it's so easy to do it, bro, because it's just like, oh, it's just $100 right here or $150 right there. And it's like, it adds up so much more quickly than you think. I always tell people, like, if you're newer, if you're not taking payouts yet, you should not be anywhere near instant funded accounts. This is my opinion. I know like the average influencer is going to tell you to buy the instant funded account, even if you're not making any payouts, but there's no reason, dude. It's just going to burn a hole in your pocket. You should be utilizing prop firms for their intended purpose, which is trade in a simulated environment for a cheap price, cheaper than what you would be putting into a personal account.
Exactly. Yeah. And I always say too, that it's like the fee of the prop firm account. You should consider it's more access to a platform to be learning in the beginning. But now that we're
Exactly.
not in the beginning, I'm over here. I'm trying to copy trade and trying to get some. I want to hit a 5-figure payout this month. So, and not that I'm gonna like trade for the payout. I'm just trading normal, but I'm copy trading in a way where if I stick to my proper sizing and everything, and I do hit some payouts, that it should be kind of decent. Like I'm kind of close in some of my account 150K accounts that we were talking about that last week. But so I am starting to kind of like think about it that way of maximizing payouts now, because I know that it's only going to take me one of those bigger payouts to like make up for that, that 6 months where I overspent or whatever. So once you get there, it compounds, but I think it does set you back. And just knowing that you're underwater, like that you spent so much money and stuff
it's so
like that.
stressful.
Yeah.
Dude, as soon as I got a few of the bigger payouts, trading got so much easier for me because I started feeling like, okay, I'm now coming at this from a place of like, I'm up, house profits, house money now. And it gets so much easier psychologically once you know you're in that position. But when you're in the hole and you're trying to get out of the hole, even if you do get like a small $2,000 payout, if you're in the hole 20K or 15K, you go, okay, yeah, it's a little chip towards where I'm at, but it's tough psychologically. And I was in that. Those bigger payouts though, that's the beauty of prop firms. One bigger payout can absolutely erase like 3, 4, 5, 6 months of challenges if you do it right.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do here in December. Yeah, so what are you looking at for today? So right now, I'm going to get really focused. I'm looking at this daily candle is going back down, but yesterday's daily candle had broken through this resistance I had on the daily. So I kind of have to look at the lower time frame here. Yeah, and then the 4-hour rejected my my support resistance zone pretty clean, that last 4-hour candle. And then this 4-hour candle is about to close in 16 minutes. So I'm still bearish right now. And I have clean range down here. So I have this already drawn out on my high time frame chart here. I have clean range all the way back down to this like support resistance zone, and even further if I'm looking at where we rallied from, which was all the way down here, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at in the 4-hour. And then the 1-hour too is confirming the same thing for me. And again, this is NQ, guys, and then 30-minute and the 15-minute. So right here, I should be looking for clean divs. This last one, I actually got one right here. But it didn't set up right when it opened. It went down too quick first before making that upper wick, so I couldn't get in this one. But this is exactly what I'm looking for here. 5-minute divergence here, closing below the previous day low, which is my favorite confluence here, about 80% win rate, and then stop loss at that wick high and the break of this low, which right now though is down here, so I can't take this. That's too wide. So
gotcha. I like
it. A little too volatile.
You want to see what I'm looking at? I'll show you guys. I'll pull up my screen. No trades for me yet on the fundeds. This is going to be my goal for this week, guys. We got the top 1 futures accounts. I got 5 of them, almost halfway to payout. It's been a few. I've had 5 trading days on these so far. Just small basic days, man.
Oh, beautiful though. Look at that.
Yeah, this was the most amount of trades I took. Ended green, but I remember being down like 400 at one point on the day, and we got it back. Still just like small base hit trades though. So we'll see. So this is what I'm looking at, guys. If I go to my trading view charts, here's the thing. Here's midnight open. We just tapped it, so we've engaged midnight open. Now we're just in such a weird spot because for me, trading ICT Luna, what I'm looking at, I have a ton of like things that are going in both directions. We have these equal highs right here that also line up with Asia and London session high. So double confluence, equal highs. I like to target these as a draw on liquidity. There's also this clear 1-hour imbalance right above it, which is like one of my favorite combos to use as a target to trade into. But we're currently below previous day's point of control. We just had another sweep down. We do have a little bit of SMT though. Honestly, I kind of want to try this. I think I might take this long. I got
a 15-minute bullish div down here that just paid out well. It was right at point of control though, so I wouldn't have even taken it. But
let's see if I can get filled on this. I might miss it now, but I might not. I think this might be a worthy trade. We swept out this swing low, right? We did sweep it. We swept it by a couple ticks, and we have these equal highs above us that I could use as a potential target. Let's see if we get a fill here. I think this is worth a trade idea. I'm a little worried because it was so bearish overnight and it could just want to keep going lower and leave these for another day. But these are like really clear for me, these equal highs right here.
Yeah. And so the fact that we swept that low is what you're kind of looking for now?
So we
Or
swept
is
that
what
low by,
made you want to get in it?
Yeah, like I wasn't interested before right here because I just felt like we had all these stacked lows right here.
Yeah.
So this was perfect. We swept it by a tick, ripped right back up. If you guys want to play like the midnight model, I don't know if I'd want to long this high, but you could also wait for a break up here. I might miss this long,
That
but
FEG.
we'll see. Yeah, that FEG.
So I like that sweep. The way I've been like thinking about that is like it's like tapping a target. So we had a target there that got hit and then it goes. And so that's like the same thing when I'm trading off of my key levels. I love to see my key levels tapped first, like ideally.
Totally. Yeah. Same idea here. It ain't over till it's over either, guys. As long as we don't take out this swing high, I think I'd be fine with keeping my limit order right here to see if we get a pull down first. Yeah, we'll see. I'll keep this limit order here. And listen, if it goes against me immediately, I might be fine with just cutting it. But I think this is a pretty clear target. I feel like we're going to come hit these equal highs. I really do. I think I'm going to miss it, though, unfortunately. I wasn't locked in, gang. I wasn't locked in enough. I should have been getting ready to get long in here.
Which is better when you're not locked in, better to miss the trade than to take a trade while you're not locked in. Because that's where I make mistakes. Like I was feeling that this morning, just like feeling kind of sluggish and tired. And, you can always wait. Save the dry powder for another trade.
For sure. By the way, chat, because we did outline this like exact idea. So did anybody take the idea? Are any of you guys like more tapped in than me? Did you take the long? Let us know, because we did outline this idea before you even got on, Luna. Also, I don't think the day will be over, though. I think we could still end up being bearish after we sweep these highs to go lower, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll play it level to level. I don't want to get into that yet. But okay, let's see. Maybe we'll get a pullback.
Yep, I'm still biased bearish, but since we're holding above this previous day low, I would rather wait to take a short.
Yeah, I'm watching ES. Okay, so ES. Okay, so here's something that we want to pay attention to, gang. And then I'll let Luna maybe pull back the charts too, if you're seeing any updates. But okay, ES did just sweep into this hourly fair value gap. There's also a slight SMT, bearish SMT right here. ES took that high. NQ has not taken that high yet. Go back to ES. I feel like we're below the previous day's point of control on ES. So could we just be bearish still as long as we hold below that? You could be looking at that golden rule. You got to pay attention to that idea. But I'm going to leave this on for now. We'll see.
Nice. I'm getting a short setup right here, and it's off of the high time frame support resistance zone. Even though we're above this previous day low, we've been trading below it a bunch. So I'm actually going to look for this short here. And it's going to be like this. I need a top wick, and then I'll be scalping it back down towards that point of control right there. So there we go. And we're getting the top wick right now.
Are you filled?
No, I just put it on the order. I have it on a different screen. But it's a sell stop at the bottom of this candle. So I'll have to... I'm only risking up to 500 on it. Okay, so here we go. It'll show it once it pops on here. So I do want to go ahead and get this, making sure my copy trade is on everything. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot for my journal real quick.
Josh Garcia is saying, I don't like the 5-minute chart on NQ. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
It's choppy.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, look at this like megaphoning pattern where we've been making these higher wicks and lower wicks. Yeah. Higher highs and lower highs. So it is very choppy. Okay, so this is actually getting a little bigger. So, man, I wish I could switch between my screens easier. Oh, you know what I did last time? I just shared my whole display so I could easily...
So that's what I started doing, man, to make it easier, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't doing that, but it just makes it a lot easier.
Man, so this, I kind of would need to do this in micros at this point.
Why? Because the stop will be bigger?
Yep. Otherwise, I have to accept a bigger loss here.
Yeah, fair enough.
700 and something bucks. Well, it kind of messes up my whole copy trader setup to take it in micro. So I could also switch platforms and do it in my top 1 futures accounts.
By the way, guys, we have news in 9 minutes, so make sure to be aware of that too.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder on that. I'm gonna cancel because of that news.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cancel.
I was saying in the chat earlier, I really prefer 8:30 news because then once 9:30 comes, like everything's out of the way. Whereas 10 a.m. news, you have the 9:30 open, you have the volatility, you can see your setup form. But what if it forms around 9:50, 9:55? Do you want to take the trade right before the news? Like sometimes I'll do it. Other times I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that at all. You know. By the way, I see a couple of people saying how to win a funded account. Go to the pinned comment in the chat. There's a link to the Prop Firm Match Discord channel. You're going to join the Discord, and then when we announce another giveaway, I'll show you guys how to enter via the Prop Firm Match Discord. We do all of our giveaways exclusively through our Discord channel. So for now, just go ahead and get in there so that you'll be ready for the next giveaway.
I still don't mind this short. It's just kind of a big stop loss. Let's look at ES too.
Yeah, I've been so conflicted all morning and I'm still conflicted again because we do have a bearish SMT up at the top. But I'm like, we're so close to those equal highs on NQ. We might still just want to come get them. Yeah, I might just be sitting this bit out, at least until we see what the news brings us.
Yep. Yep, I like that. Yeah, ES is holding above these previous day low, a little bit above where these previous highs too, better than NQ. NQ is a little bit lower. Is that what you mean by SMT?
Yeah, so an SMT divergence is a price action divergence between two correlated assets. So in this situation, ES actually took out those highs that were made at around overnight. Yep. And NQ has not taken out those highs. So that's a price action divergence between two assets that are directly correlated with each other, which similar to like an RSI divergence can be a potential reversal signal in a lot of situations. But I feel like NQ is just ripping up to these equal highs now anyway. So I don't think I think that SMT is going to fail.
Yep. And then we got 6 minutes for the news. So if we do break above here, I'm above my high time frame, and we'll be breaking into yesterday's value area. So I technically could look for longs here from up here.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
but I would kind of want to look at the wicks and stuff on the 4 hour and the 1 hour to make sure it makes sense for it to keep moving that way. Otherwise, it might just be like a no trade thing. Yeah, 1 hour is breaking up.
Yeah, NQ just took those equal highs, gang.
Here's the 4 hour. Yeah, there's room for this to run, I feel like, on the 4 hour too. Last 4 hour bullish. This current one is about to close bullish in 4 minutes. So yeah, I could take this long. Of course, I'd have to wait for my setup and all that stuff. So a lot of times by the time I find like my trade idea that I want, because I'm waiting on candle closes and everything, like at most at least I have like 5 minutes, you know, like at least, like if I happen to look for my trade ideas and then I see that the setup's already right there. But otherwise, a lot of times it takes 4, 5, 6 candles at least to set up a divergence. So at that point I need, it's 20, 30 minutes. So I get to wait for my setup. Unless it's a 2-bar reversal, that could set up in 5 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. Fair
we had
enough.
A big move. Like say this candle just blasted and we got to previous day high. We made a big wick, maybe similar to this wick here. And then we closed back below. And then we got another candle that was kind of smaller. That's where I take the 2-bar reversal. So generally it would be like 2 candles. So let's say 10 minutes. So like one bigger candle like this, right up. Bigger candle like this. And then a smaller candle. All right, so there's the big candle, and then a smaller candle right here. then that's kind of where I'm looking for that 2-bar reversal like that. And then I'd be shorting from there, stop loss up here.
Yo, shout out to Sam the Trader. Says I recovered my TLF account to break even on that NQ move to the Asia high. Done for the day. Let's go. Big shout out, bro. Hold up, I got you. Good job, bro. Yeah, clear target right there. I wish I was a little more aggressive, but I mean, you know, I'm chilling. I think we're about to get that news, so we'll see. There's going to be more opportunities, I think, for today.
I was just thinking about how you're saying that your partner was the one that influenced you to start tracking your expenses with your trading and stuff. And that's a W, you know, and I don't know how supportive they were with your trading in general, but having support is so important. So like having a good channel like this to follow, guys, is so priceless, because like in the beginning, I didn't even tell people I traded.
Yeah.
Like literally most people have a weird perception of what that means. Like in 2020, people like day trading got popular. And suddenly I didn't want to like be a trader anymore. You know, like I didn't want to tell people I was a trader, but before that, not that many people did it. But after 2020, I felt like it was much more common thing. So people didn't really take you that seriously if you're like, yeah, I'm a trader. They're like, oh, sure, you're a trader. Like you're on Robinhood trading GMC or whatever. Like, okay.
Yeah, man. Luckily, my partner, she was always like super supportive from the beginning, even when I was not making money for like 2.5, 3 years straight. Always supportive. But I have the exact same experience. Like trying to talk to non-traders about this, so they ask what you do for work. Like, I hate talking about it. I hate trying to explain it to people, because you just get the weirdest reactions. I get the weirdest reactions ever. I remember when I first got into it, though, I thought people were going to think it was really cool, and like nobody did. And they either like, yeah, it's just because I learned like, dude, do not talk about this with people. Like this is not the move. So you got to like pull it out of me if you want to learn.
Yeah. It's funny, the people that I find who like aren't judged as like opinionated about it, they also just don't care about it though. They're like, oh, that's cool that you're a trader. I don't care about trading. You know. And then the other people
they try to ask you questions, like they try to have small talk, so they'll be like, so what are things about the market that I should know? And like this is the most vague question. I go, dude, you don't have to do this. We do
Here not 40 seconds, sorry. Yeah, 40 seconds.
No worries. Let's go. News coming.
So I'm not going to take any setup here. Let's look at gold. That's gold long. I missed. It didn't set up for me.
20 seconds. Currently before the news, NQ is still down about 0.5%, while ES is down 0.3%. So let's see. Are we going to turn this into a bullish day? It's possible. It's also possible for it to be bearish today still. We got to see. We're like right in between.
Yeah, it's funny. Gamers smiles. It's like I've heard about culturally that like some people don't like think about it more as gambling than other cultures do. But I think it's pretty universal, and it just depends. Yeah. Like even though like I've literally like funded my life with trading in the past 8 years and like have done a bunch of cool stuff, like I live half the year in Costa Rica and all this stuff, my family still kind of like if I talk about it a little too much or something, like they still talk about it like it's gambling.
Yeah, totally.
Like it's crazy even being successful with it. I'm just watching this. I'm not taking any trades here, guys. Really, at this point, I'm looking for a long, though, so I would have to look for this. I always like to draw it on, so I'd look for something right here. Somewhere. It's cool. One thing I was just thinking about is, like, so I'm down 4,400 right now in the day.
But, what accounts, by the way?
I'm down here. I can share them on here. Well, right here, I can show you one of these. Let's see right here. This one's down 603 with commissions. And so that's one. The copy trader luckily wasn't turned on. Otherwise, it would have been 5 accounts like that, plus all the other ones in micros. So the other ones would have been down, whatever, $60 or something. So I got saved that my copy trader was accidentally off. And then on my top one futures 150Ks, I took a $826 loss on 2 accounts. And then those other accounts, I had 1 loss, 1 win, but it was the same trade idea.
Okay.
So I retook the trade. It still looked even better after it stopped me out, and I just retook it once it set up again. So yeah, but what I was gonna say is that even though I have that like high P&L loss or whatever, that high number, $4,400 is kind of a lot. I feel so fine that I just know, like, yeah, I took 2 losses, but with my win rate and my strategies and everything, that I know it's a matter of time for me to hit the wins too, and there's always that probability each trade. So it's like not having any stress really, and just waiting for the next trade. And like, even if I was feeling a little not confident or whatever after taking a few losses or having to show the big P&L on stream, I know that as long as I just stick to my plan, everything's fine. Even if I end the month, even if I have a red month, it's still fine.
What do you think is like an average amount of red months a profitable trader could have still? For me, I think like you got to be green. And I don't know. It's a tough question because on some level, I've had 2 profitable years in a row now, my first 2 profitable years. And I'm not going to lie, like a huge portion of my yearly profits come in a short time span. Like this year, I made a pretty big chunk, over 50% of them in like a 3 to 4 month time span.
Yep.
And then there's a few other months that I made nothing. So what do you think? Do you think there needs to be a certain number of months that are profitable usually, or do you think it can be like totally outsized?
My experience is still mostly in swing trading when it comes to making profits. So I like in swing trading, I've only had 1 red year ever. And I've had a few small winning years that could have easily turned into a red year, but I only had 1 red year. So to me, like the months don't even matter at the end of the day, because like one of my best years ever, it was all from, like you said, about 1 or 2 months. It really, if I summed it all together, 3 months out of the year where I was making good money. Yeah. And the rest of the months were stagnant or like losing months. So, it just depends on what you're looking at. You could always kind of cherry pick data once you have enough data. But I don't think like at this point, even like 2 losing months for me, because I have so many different strategies, I wouldn't like change anything too major. I'd probably just be sized down a little bit or something at that point. But I don't think I would really change too much at this moment. But the markets do come in cycles, so it really makes sense, and like if you can step on the gas when you are profitable, then that's really all that matters. Like if you're going to take advantage of it when it's in your favor, and do the opposite when it's not in your favor, even if that meant not trading. Maybe you literally you've been trading for 5 years and December is your best month and you're here for it and you're going to go hard, and you take off time from work to focus on your trading or whatever. Like that would make sense to me. Or the opposite, if you knew December was your worst month, then like you could just take it off, and in the long term, it all adds up.
Yeah, well said, man. I agree. I've heard a lot of people like reference the 80-20. What is it? Is it, whose principle is that? Cato's principle? There's a term for it, but it's the 80-20 rule, which is just like 80% of your input generally comes from 20% of the output. By the way, guys, I may be getting ready to take a trade. Let me pull up my chart real quick. I have this inversion set up. If we don't get a closure, then I won't take it. But honestly, the short idea can still play. I don't want to get long up here personally. There's a slight SMT on the 1 minute. NQ put in a higher high. ES put in a lower high right there and pulled back. If NQ also can inverse this 1 minute gap, I might be able to take this. And that would just be with the idea that we tapped into an hourly fair value gap up here. We took those equal highs as liquidity, and we could still be going down towards a bearish trend. This was a pretty strong move, so we could be looking to come down and take these lows once. So I think it's possible. We'll see if we get the inversion, though. This is why I wait for inversions. If there's no candle closure, there's no trade. So right now I'm just hands off, but I may take this. So I just want to update everyone.
Nice. And so this, sorry if you just said it, this is an inverted fair value gap.
Yeah, so this little bullish gap right here, the market tapped it, went higher, tapped again, kind of going higher. If we got a 1 minute closure beneath this, that would invalidate the bullish level. And that's how I actually use it as an entry, because the bullish level fails.
And then you'd enter when it goes back up to it?
What's that?
You'd enter when it goes back up to it once it closes below it?
So there's two ways to enter an inversion setup. You can enter on the candle closure. So as soon as the candle closures, you can hit the market, and wherever you get filled there. Or you can set a limit order and hope for a retest. You could get that retest. Other times you may not get that retest. So you're putting a little risk there that you might not get filled, but you'll get a better entry. So I like to look for the retest. I like to get in on limit orders in general. But I do miss trades sometimes. For example, I wanted to take those longs to the equal highs. I had a limit order down here, never got filled. If I just got in at the market, I would have had a winning trade for the morning already. So that's just a risk that you got to take. For me, getting in with a better price overall helps me more than it hurts me, even though I missed some trades.
Yep, I like that. Do you know your win rate with this with this setup?
So it varies. Like for like if we just go off the trading that I've done on Prop Firm Match TV and the 2 payouts that I've taken so far, the first 10K payout with Tradeify, I had a 72% win rate and an average R multiple of 1 to 1.
And that was mostly the strategy?
Yeah, well the thing is, bro, I don't have like a copy and paste set in stone strategy. I have a variation of concepts that help me read price action, and I use the nuance and discretion to put in what I think matters in that moment. I stack confluences together, so I could use an inversion fair value gap as an entry on a particular trade, but I don't need it to enter every single time. I don't like being as black and white and like hard set rules. A lot of my edge comes from that discretion. I know a lot of other people, they like to have a clear, strict set of guidelines. For me, I like to color outside the lines. I just do better like that. So
I think that shows your experience, because I guess it's an opinion. I don't know, but it's also from research and learning from other people that I find that discretionary is actually where you can take your trading to that next level. Like the best traders are going to involve more discretion in their trading, but it's like when you're at the other end of the learning curve, it's the opposite.
Yeah,
like the more disciplined you can be in the beginning, and that's where I'm at right now still, even though like in my personal accounts I've never traded with a strategy. Like my strategy is more just like, you know, getting in flow with the market and seeing where the market is going to go and buying the dip, right? Like it's pretty.
You have experience with that on your swinging. It's like swing
and I did though when I started, I did the checklist strategies, but that did not last very long. I did all the things, you know, mark off, okay, MACD, RSI, EMAs. I even use Ichimoku Cloud.
Dude, I looked at those for a little while too.
I'm down with the Ichi Cloud though. We should bring it back though, for real. I don't see anyone in futures doing Ichimoku Cloud strategies.
No, that was FX.
I see a video.
FX and crypto. It was a lot of Ichimoku.
Yeah, I foresee a video. How I made $10,000 with the Ichimoku Cloud.
Dude, get it. That would be
crypto sick. Crypto too. Everyone trade it. Oh, what's it called? It's like ICT version of crypto traders, even though later I realized that a lot of crypto traders do trade ICT, actually ones that I really liked. I didn't realize. Yeah. But, what's it called?
Shout out Trader Main.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Trader Main. Yep, exactly. The neck. But what's it called? Where it's like, what's Elliott Waves? Elliott Wave.
That was a big crypto traders love Elliott Waves, right?
Yeah, I felt like it was like crypto's ICT.
That's funny, dude. Yeah,
dude, I'm gonna grab some.
Go for it.
I'm gonna grab some coffee and come right back. And also, my hair's like killing me, so I'm gonna come back with my hair looking good like yours. So I'll be right back, guys.
Go for it, bro. Go for it. You gotta stay fresh on stream. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get this going. We'll give Luna a sec. Yeah, guys, no trade yet. No trade for me. I mean, NQ is a lot more bullish than ES right now. Look at ES. if you go to the 1 minute, ES like literally put in is about to put in a lower low, lower high, lower low. NQ 1 minute is like about to make a higher high. So there's a bit of divergence right here. I don't know, guys. I really don't know which way to go. I feel bearish. Something is telling me to be bearish. It just feels like more realistic for me to be bearish right now, to take out these lows and take previous day's low maybe. I think that might be what we're doing. But NQ is very hard to short here on this pull, this move up. Now, remember, I have this overall hourly fair value gap marked out. This overall zone, I'm interested in shorts potentially. We have previous day's value area high up here at 25,395. Maybe NQ wants to rip up and tap that previous day's value area high. I really don't know. Like NQ really feels like it wants to pull lower. We have equal lows right here. Like NQ has some little 5 minute equal lows, these little wicks. So potential internal drawn liquidity. And then we're just also looking at the higher time frame. Like we had this pullback down. Market tapped into that 4-hour gap. We had a nice 4-hour candle, lower engulfing candle. Can this be a lower high to a lower low on the 4-hour? It's very feasible. Very feasible. And then the market, like, I don't know, wants to open up into this gap. Something like this. So that's that lower low, lower high, potential lower low right here. It's below its previous day's point of control. But you got to remember how bullish this market wants to be. If it wants to be bullish, it can go up. So I'm so torn. This is really a clear line in the sand on ES, this 5 minute bullish gap right here. We have not gotten a 5 minute closure. I think if ES can close beneath this bullish fair value gap, I think we'll have a decent short idea on our hands. Because again, it'll be coming from a rejection of the previous day's point of control into an inversion down to these equal lows. But NQ is just really trying to be bullish. Like NQ wants to stay up. So it's tough. I would not short right here. It feels like we're going to get a rip up into that previous day's value area high. There you go. But ES nowhere near its high. So there could be a bearish SMT that continues to hold. Sam the Trader, you used Ichimoku clouds for a minute? That's funny. Yeah, who knows, bro? I'm no one to say something works or doesn't work. That ain't me. Okay, you got a little sweep here. Oh, part of me wants to short this. NQ got that sweep, tapped its previous day's value area high. Still got that bearish SMT, but there's no fair value gap in here yet. So like this is still the inversion that we would want to look for. So I'm kind of just chilling. Oh, Luna's back. Let me get him on. Yo. There we go. Oh wait, let me unmute you.
Up here, and now we're consolidating, chopping, right?
Yeah, choppy, man. Choppy. ES is really ES has some relative weakness here. ES is putting in a lower high potentially on the 1 minute while NQ made another higher high. Another bearish SMT. I was just talking about this previous day's value area high right here. Like that could be a line in the sand. I don't know why, bro. I could be wrong, but something is telling me to be bearish to take out these lows for the day. Something's telling me. We got the hourly gap. We took liquidity. There's a bearish SMT up there on the 1 minute. Yeah, I might look. Okay.
I started the day definitely with a stronger bearish bias. And yeah, we were below, like NQ topped out a bunch around 25,400, 25,370. I don't know. We're testing right now where NQ had topped out in October.
Yeah, it's just such a weird spot because I could see the case for it to just go back up to the highs as well. So, yeah. But I'm going to see if I can get filled on this. I'm only in on 2 micros if we get filled, so nothing to be too worried about. And I'll just give it some room to breathe and decide if I want to stay in, maybe add in, or just cut the trade.
Yep. Yeah, I have a big 5 minute div here too. So, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Helps.
I could see that short. Yeah.
See, we might get this inversion first, which would mean I'd have to move my limit order down. Let's see if we can get lucky and get a quick pullback first. No inversion yet on that 1 minute. ES. Kind of a weird spot. We'll see.
I mean, ES coming down here.
How many ticks to this high day is it? Okay, only like 25 points, so we're not risking too much at all.
Oh, you're on NQ. I thought you were on ES here.
Yeah,
you're on
no,
MNQ.
Yeah, MNQ. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like that we didn't invert that gap, but I'm gonna give it a sec. If we rip right above this gap, I'm gonna close it early and look for a different entry. I don't want to get caught with this just ripping to the upside. See how ES looks.
Yeah, make that nice wick. There we go.
Okay, ES still holding.
I really want to see. Wick.
I want to see this 5-minute candle close below this bullish gap. That would be really good for me.
There we go.
Okay.
I made like I took a little scalp on that with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you're already out?
I already closed it. I did it in minis. I used my scalp entry and exit, but using pretty much that same fair value gap idea you had just put on.
Nice.
But I just took it for $160 in 3 accounts.
See, I love trading minis and looking for like 40 to 50 ticks on NQ. I was doing that all summer. It's just on 50K accounts, it's so sketchy because like one wrong trade and you could just be cooked.
Yep, I think about my stop as PNL. So my stop loss is always like a set amount of like how much I'm willing to risk. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a mini or a micro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see if this holds. I'll stay in it. But if we just, I don't know. I feel like this could totally still just rip up and sweep the high one more time. But ES looks good. ES looks way better. Let's see if I'm going to try to stay in this for this 5-minute candle. If ES inverses that 5-minute gap, I'd feel a lot better about it. I don't know. Tough spot. It's worth a shot.
So you're going to keep a stop loss above the current candle, or you're looking more at the highs? Or like that previous candle, like that wick up that we did above that fair value gap?
Right here? Yeah, I'm going to look for candle closure. If we get a strong candle closure above this gap, I'll probably just mark it out. Which I think we're going to get. See, I might just close this. Let's give it 1 sec. Yes.
That structure looks good, though.
I know. I kind of want to give it room. I just feel like NQ could totally come up and take this high and just sweep it one more time and still be bearish. Let's see. We're gonna just giving it some time. Three minute looks like crap though.
Yeah, it's a little choppy here. Even the 5-minute, we're consolidating right now. So I do think though that if we do get the move, it could be a nice one, right? Once it goes.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot of room for it to go if it does go. So it's worth it for me to just get in on 2 micros and see.
Exactly. Yeah. And I could imagine it also working out both ways. But looking at it, I kind of like your idea with the short better. Right there.
Let's see. This gap is still holding.
Yep. I took it again right there. I refilled. I'm out. There we go.
Damn, Luna. W's for Luna.
I made back almost all my loss on my Toss accounts. Maybe if I held it right there, I would have. But I was down 460 on each of those. So now I'm only down 132. And I'm not touching it again. I'm almost good. If it bounces back up, I'd almost want to refill it. But see, that's like doing sketchy scalping and a habit that I don't want to be building, you know. But
Luna just mogging my trade right now, taking 2 dubs real quick while I'm just sitting in the chop.
But that's not good trading, really. It's really not good trading. It's literally on these Atos accounts, they're Bolinox accounts, that I've just been like trading a little bit more casually. Like I just don't even think about them that much, but yeah. So those are rhythmic accounts. So I've been doing those on Atos. But yeah, this looks great. It looks great. So I got out a little early there, and there it goes. Yeah.
Can we catch 50 points, we think? My analysis should give me 50 points if we're right, but still, we got to inverse this 1 minute gap. It's given us so many problems.
Would you think about adding ever in a situation like this if we do invert?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah, I add into trades when I'm like really feeling it. This is a trade that I don't want to add in because I feel like we could still end up bullish or bearish today. But I do think regardless of which way we end up, we could at least get down to like 50% of this price leg. Let's see if we get this inverse though.
Dude, W trade right there, guys, and saved my accounts right there too. So
nice.
Well, I didn't save them, but you know what I mean. 460 to 130 is pretty good. So.
Oh crap! What did I just do? I just closed it. Damn! I hate when I do that, bro. I just got out of my trade by accident.
Are you gonna get back in, or are you gonna leave it?
No, I'm gonna leave it for a sec. Oh, I hate when I do that. This is what, dude. I'm just so used to Trade Evade. I like Trade Evade so much more. Oh, that was so annoying.
So I'm using this whole new. I just paid $500.
Was I supposed to put a sell stop there? No, I'm in a short trade. Oh, I didn't change it to stop. I kept it on limit. That's
there you go.
Yeah, I do that sometimes with Project X. I'm just with Trade Evade. It automatically, if it's above your entry, it's a stop, and if it's below, it's a limit. So that's what I'm used to. I could just like, yeah, I don't need a switch here. So I always forget that with Project X. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a good thing.
The enhanced chart trader for Ninja Trader. So this is an indicator. It was like $500 with the Black Friday sale at 50% off. So this thing's so expensive for an indicator, but it literally does everything that I've wanted to do.
Wait, do you have it on your chart? Let me go to your chart.
I'd have to share. Let me re-share the screen because it's on my top monitor. I have to totally redo it.
Okay.
I'm quicker at it now. So we'll do entire screen and this top one. So there's a lot going on, but I'll make it bigger. Okay, there's one stream. Let me do the other one.
Hey guys, I did just help us capture like 25 points though.
Yeah, guys, W's in the chat.
It's still a W, yeah.
So because it's not one of my trades, I'm not logging it, but I also, because of your call out there, and like I like the trade idea, you know, I was watching my chart and looking at I had a
Did you just get it up on the vertical stream too? My bad.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted there. Let's see. Right here. Okay. So I'm gonna make this bigger. Yeah, right here. There we go. So I like that idea as well. But I had a div up here, and so it's kind of entering late for the div. But your call out there, I made like 300 and something bucks times 3. So I almost made $1,000 on that.
Fire.
So W's in the chat for that one, guys. That was a good call out there. So here's what I'm talking about, my chart, my new trader thing. So my new chart trader, enhanced chart trader. So this is just for Ninja Trader. So if I put my mouse over it, you can kind of see it automatically starts to size out potential trades, and I can change it to be different stop loss. And depending on the volatility and what contract we're on, I can quickly toggle between different stop loss ideas, right? And then I'm just ready to go. And I don't have to do it that way. That's just one way you can do it. And you can see too, there's like an automatic sizing here. So I can put sizing on and it will automatically set my contracts to not fill more than $500. So in this situation, it's one contract. So if I move the stop loss, look, it just moves it to 3 contracts. So it automatically changes my sizing, and I can automatically switch it from micros to minis, but still trade it on the NQ chart, even if I want to trade micros.
Oh, that's sick. And you got to use that through Ninja Trader.
Yes, it's a Ninja Trader thing. And so here's like, so if I'm saying I want to buy the breakout up here, you can see this ready to go. Yeah. Buy stop. And then I can move this and it'll actually change. It won't let me move it more than $500 since that's what I have my risk set as. And if I change it, it will change it with it, but I can still change all these things. So if I say I actually want my stop tight, it would see 2 size right there to risk $400 as long as it's under 500. So I can also change the size, of course, of what I want it to risk. So here we go. I have it set to $800 now.
Very cool, man. No, that's really sick, honestly.
Yeah, and you can do all sorts. It has a bunch of other features too. Like you can have it set to R&R, where it will be a fixed R&R. When you change one, it changes the other one and stuff. It has a bunch of different options, but it's I consider it professional, and that it's worth the money to me to make sure I'm doing that stuff right, because I'm trying to max copy trade and stuff. So this is set up real good. If I make this smaller, you can see this is my whole screen up here. So it's kind of crazy. This is a monitor I have above me, but I have my book map on here, and I have my copy trader right here.
Dude, I love that. Yeah. Can you show us how you use Bookmap? Because everyone's a little different. I don't use it at all. I know some of my friends, Austin Silver, for example, he's huge on Bookmap. How do you go about using it? Can you give a little explanation? And I'll be right back too while you do that.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to give my simple explanation of Bookmap, since I don't really like base my trades too much on Bookmap. I'm just going to zoom in here. So right now I have it set, so it's pretty granular, right? We can see a lot of different colors on the chart. So I can fade it out or fade it in. So, but I kind of like to filter it more sometimes. So I'm actually going to right click and do chart settings or heat map settings. And I'm going to create a bigger filter. So it's going to cut off a little bit more of there we go. So it's not going to just show, it's going to be a little more picky about the smaller orders. It's not going to show them as much. So it's just going to show the bigger orders now. Okay, so there we go. I changed the settings so it's a little clearer and won't change as much, just looking for these bigger orders. And so pretty much, I don't even know where to start, guys, but what I'm using Bookmap for is really looking at where the bigger orders are and kind of looking at like stacked imbalances of the delta, essentially, like where we're seeing buyers and sellers. So I could look for absorption and accumulation, like bullish accumulation versus bearish accumulation. Like what do people call that? Accumulation, or whatever, when you're selling, when the buyers are building up to take it long or slowly stacking the shorts. Oh man, I'm forgetting what that's called right now. But so really though, I'm looking at where we see the bigger orders on the chart and using it also as like a tick chart. So like essentially this is a tick chart, right? We see each order get put on the Bookmap. And right now I don't have it show the delta between each bubble, but you can also have it show the buys and the sells within the bubble. And then I'm also looking at cumulative volume delta. So right here we can see the CVD. The more we zoom out, we'll see, because I was really zoomed in. If we look at the last like few hours, CVD's really been going sideways. All right, here we go. It just loaded. CVD's now been going up. It was going down this morning, right? When I sat down, I saw this downtrend, and now we see here for the last 2 hours, it's actually going up. So that's a bullish confluence to me that I use just with Bookmap. But really I'm just looking for the bigger orders. So actually I don't like the settings. I just changed my settings on here, right? So we gotta right click the chart, heat map settings, and I'm gonna fix it. Something like that and like that. Okay, so I think I like that better. But yeah, it's like I'm kind of being hesitant to try to like talk about using the order, like using Bookmap for order flow, because I haven't really been using it for that. I've mostly been using it for the CVD that I really like the way it calculates it, and then just looking for these stacked orders. So if we zoom in here, like I'm looking at the order book right here, so we can see there's 65 lots for sale right up here, and then right here the SVP is the complete session volume. So we're looking at all the orders at that price that already filled, and then these are the resting orders right here in the COB. So I'm really just using it for that basic kind of like ladder, right? For time and sales of these dots here, the volume bubbles, and then also just where the resting orders are. Yeah, I mean, I'm so hesitant to talk more about it right now because I'm just really using it that simple. Like just looking at this, we see this area of interest down here where we have a bunch of orders stacked. The thing though, the reason I'm so hesitant to talk about it for strategies, because I still get caught offside a lot with with Bookmap, like I use it more as a confluence. Like down here, we had more orders sitting here. We swept that and then we bounced. So that could have been a target area if we were short. Right here too, we have a lot of orders stacked there. So you can definitely use it that way, but I'm not really using it that specifically. Like down here, look, we have a bunch of orders down here. The thing is, I like it for targets more because right now I could like target that, but for all I know, these are shorts here. Like these could be long stop losses that create a cascade of sell orders, or those could be buys waiting there on the limit order. I don't know what orders these are until we hit them, and then I'll see how they fill right here. I'll see the volume delta, I'll see the bubbles fill and all of that stuff. So I won't really know until we get there what those orders are, and there's probably add-ons and stuff that explain that better, that will show more specifics about the order types. But I do think it's good to watch absorption and the time and sales and the ladder, like the dome essentially right here. So I'm really using it for the level 2 data.
Nice. Yeah, man. Market would have hit our full TP, but honestly, I'm not super convinced in anything still yet. Like ES is obviously more bearish than NQ. That's a given. But what do you think about this current price action, Luna? Like,
I'm not happy. I'm kind of just disappointed that I even traded this morning.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because I didn't sleep well that I just like at least one of the trades I wouldn't have taken normally. I don't think I would have. Like I didn't call it a mistake loss because it was my setup, but when I involved my discretion, like my discretion was against taking it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, actually both the trades I had kind of a negative discretionary approach towards the trade, even though it was the setup.
So I'm seeing that like we have inversed some key fair value gaps, even a 5-minute gap. Part of me wants to get back into short here and just risk the profits that I made, you know, because it's like pretty much a break-even situation regardless, and just see if we can get lower. But I also I don't know, man. I don't like shorting right in the middle of this range personally. So I'm debating on it. I haven't pulled the trigger just yet.
Here's something cool down here while I have my screen shared, because I'm going to go back to my trading view. But so this is a free website I made, and it's just timer tools. So these show the candle closes, and they give me alerts. And you can do custom audio. So you could record an audio and say like no trade zone, and say like there's certain hours where you don't trade, or lunch time or whatever. You could literally record any audio with your microphone or import audio and add it to timers, to candle closes. Like I could record 15-minute candle close and put that to alert me here. Right now I just have a sound, but because I rely on the candle closes, I created this free tool just for myself.
Dude, very cool. I like that.
So it's just tradetimers.com. I hope that's okay that I say that on here, but it's
Absolutely.
not it's totally free and stuff. So it's something that I just made for myself, and it works good for my strategy. So I always have this on my screen here. Like right now I just have the 15-minute candle closes and the 5-minute, but you can literally customize any candle close. And so I have a bunch of different sounds on here, or like I said, you can put your own custom audio in. And then you can save your configuration. So when you open up, it always has your timers on it.
Geez, man. So I went to hit the market sell. Once again, I'm just not in tune with Project X. I hit a limit sell. So it placed a limit order at my original area, and then the market just ran lower. So I would have been in at the market, and now it's going lower. I missed it. So yeah, not the best execution on Project X with me. Here, I'll put my screen back up.
Yeah, I'm putting my trading view on too. But yeah, so man, this that trade though went really well, that short.
It would have been so clean, dude. So clean. I think I would have been TP'd out right here on this wick, actually, which could have even given us a chance to get back in if we had enough profit. But now I'm like, okay, guys, with where we're at, I do think we could be traveling for these lows, right? So is there still room to the downside? Yeah, I think there is. Even this low. So maybe we could get in lower, but I need a little pullback. I need something. We've inversed this 5-minute gap. That original 1-minute gap held beautifully. Now we're really delivering lower. Can we get a pullback in here to these lows? We'll see.
Great trade there.
Thanks, man. I just wish I executed properly.
And I like that concept of using the profits that you earned to then risk in your next trade. And that's oh shoot, what's his name? Fabio Valen. Oh, what's his name? Valentine? Fabio something.
I don't know.
I think he's Italian. He trades NQ. He won one of the big trading competitions. Man, what's his name? I'm gonna have to look it up. But he was talking about like one of the main things for being aggressive for him in trading the competitions is like building his risk using his daily profit. So he's all about like getting
I'm huge on that. I love doing
one good trade in the morning that he's very specific about, and then he's risking that profit on his next trade, and he's able to go he's able to size up a lot and end up risk $600 on the first trade and end the day up $10,000. Wait, and you Luna trades what is he saying here? How can you make those for yourself? Are you talking about the trade timers? That is tradetimers.com. If that's what you're talking about, tradetimers.com.
Honestly, I think I might cut this. I really don't like anything now. When I'm up $80, $70 for the day, I just see myself at break even. Like there's really nothing here. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in this out of a little bit of FOMO because I missed my actual idea, but I am gonna risk some of the profits and see. Let's see if we could just pull into these lows. I feel like this could so easily still just go up to the highs for the day. This is such a weird spot for the market to be in for me. Man,
after your last call out, I'm about to jump in this, but I'm gonna have to.
I don't like nearly as much.
We're right at value. Sorry, we're right at value area high here, but the point of control is also really close.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait. We're right in the middle too of this choppiness, but yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a direction right here, I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could just like give it room it needs to, if this is going to be the area that we're ultimately targeting. So let's see.
And gold is bouncing down here too.
Yeah, first trade, it was way higher probability than this idea though. NQ's previous day's point of control is at 25,299. Like if it wants to just hold above that and go higher, we can't hate it for doing that, truly. But let's see, man.
I like this. I'm looking at Bookmap now. Even though I said I haven't been looking at it for order flow, but I'm gonna watch that because we're if we stay below these highs of this current candle, then I like this short better. Let's see. Yeah,
just like for the process of it, just like if it's going to go higher again, then I feel like that means we're coming up to like take out this high. That's the area that the market wants to trade to ultimately, where I feel like if we stay below here, then it'll come for these lows. But it's just, this is a pretty bullish 1 hour candle. We came up, it closed above these highs. So if this wants to be a higher low into a higher high, I think that's what it might be doing. We're going to see. If we get back above 350s, I'm just going to cut it. And we'll be down like 30 to $50. So
yeah, so I'm gonna be waiting here. I'm pretty much waiting for us to go down more to long or to go up more to long at this point. And I have to be patient, yeah. Just having this chop. But I'm still bullish here, so.
Any closure above 350, I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, nah, I'm cutting this. All right, so we're down 50. It's a bummer because we would have had a full winning trade if I just didn't execute incorrectly and I understood how to use Project X, but that's how it goes. I don't know. Yeah, now it's looking, honestly, this could just be a higher low into a higher high. 1 hour IFVG is going to make it bounce, chat says. One-hour IFVG. Where's the 1 hour IFVG? Let me see. Oh, yeah, you're talking about this one, right, bro? Right here. I don't know. I'm not super into that one, personally. Oh, look at this. Am I just going to cut it too early? Let's see.
Yeah, I'd pretty much long from these lows or long back into previous day value area range, but we also have the initial balance set right in the middle of that value area range. So man, this is just hard price action today for me.
It is. No, it really is a difficult price action. See, part of me wants to just to have stayed in that one.
Yeah, so what's going on today with do we got like any giveaways or anything like that? We got
a ton of giveaways, chat. We got a ton. I think I still got like 8 or 9 accounts to give away. Do we want to run a giveaway instead, chat, while this market cleans itself up? Yeah, everyone's saying they're flat. I'm just gonna get back into this. I'm getting back into this, and while we're waiting for this trade to see what happens, we can run a giveaway.
Let's do it. Nice.
Chat, this is what we're going to do. To get into the giveaway, you have to join our Discord server, okay? Right? So I have a pinned comment in the top of the chat that offers a Discord invite link. Go ahead and click that to join the Discord. That's where we run all of our giveaways exclusively. Let me pull this up. And then this is what we're going to do. Once you get in there, you just got to get verified real quick. And then you're going to come over to the PFM TV channel right here, PFM TV. You're going to go to stream chat. And then I give you guys a code word for you to enter. You're going to type the code word and I'll copy all your names. That's how we get it done. So let's do this. What should the code word be, Luna?
The code word should be, I don't know. It's the first of the month. We got December, Santa Rally. What do we got, guys?
Santa Rally. I like that.
Santa Rally.
Type.
Put me on the spot here. I'm like, okay. I'm like the worst at like naming things and stuff. Like,
bam. Type Santa Rally to enter the giveaway.
I'm ready. I'm down for a little Santa Rally.
I'm hoping we don't get a Santa Rally today. Let's see this short happen, guys.
Yeah, not right now. Yeah.
I don't know.
Gold is still at the bottom of this range I had drawn out, so I'm still kind of watching gold for a long from down here.
Yeah, some people were saying take a look at gold. Do you want to do some gold analysis, Luna, for us?
Sure.
Okay, let me pull that up. I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to enter the giveaway, so you got some time here. I'll go to Luna's chart. Show us what you're looking at on gold. We do have a lot of gold gold traders in the chat.
Okay, so so what I've been doing, so I consider myself new to gold. I've been trading it for like 3 months or 4 months. But so looking at the daily, I'm looking at it being bullish, right? Last 7 days have been bullish. We already made a little bit of a bottom wick here and a top wick. So right now, yeah, this looks overall bullish for me. Let's go to the 4 hour. Last 4 hour was bearish, but it's kind of in this chop. So we kind of completed the move back in this range. So if we close back below here on the 4 hour, which is we still have, we're only 1 hour into this 4 hour candle, right? 45 minutes. So yeah, I could see this room back down once we go down there. But as of right now, I'm kind of more on the bullish side. Looking at this, we have kind of range back up here, going to the 1 hour. Same thing. I'm actually going to start to delete this right here. I'm going to delete that, delete that. And so right now on the 1 hour, I'm liking this range better. So I've been just trading price action on gold.
Price action.
Yeah. And so now going to the 30-minute, I see this down here now in the 30-minute. So I kind of have 2 levels here, but for the 30-minute, I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I like that right there. So this is kind of my range, and then I have some setups that I've been still learning and getting better at, where I'm pretty much waiting for price action confirmation of candle closes and taking breakouts or like bounces. So if this candle, as an example, like say I wanted to long this, I would then put a stop loss on that wick low right there, and I'd have to take a breakout of like that wick right there. So it's pretty much breakout trading, even when it's within the range, or like I could do a breakout above here, but I can do that right there. So but that
bullish or bearish,
and I won't go below the 15-minute on the gold. So yeah, I'm bullish here. But especially looking at that 4-hour range, I'm kind of looking for this to come back up here even. But if this 4-hour closes down here, my opinion would change. So, but because I'm scalping, I don't need very many ticks to get a TP. So like, yeah, this isn't the trade right here, but a lot of times I just be looking to fill one of these wicks, kind of like that, something like that.
So you like day trading gold? Do you think it's a good instrument to day trade and scalp?
Yeah, I've been learning though. So I talked about this last time. I've been learning from Nick Stewart and learning his strategies, which he learned from other people and then adapted them to his own, or adopted them to his own data. So I'm still studying there, you know. So it's like, you know, that is all out there. There's free videos on all that, and he learned from multiple other people. They're actually very simple setups. Like this setup down here is almost the same thing as a 2-bar reversal in my strategy. So like most of the time it is literally just a 2-bar reversal at the range low or range high for the other side, and then the breakouts are literally just waiting for candles to close above or below a key level, you know, an important level like this one right here. This 30-minute right here I like. So maybe the 30-minute candle closes above here, and then the next candle we use that wick, and depending on where the top wick is, a breakout, something like that. But I'm not trying to say the details of it because I'm still learning it, to be honest, and it's very specific when you really get into it. Like there's times where you don't take it, times where you take it, and there's a lot of free videos on that channel, on his channel, about this. So, but yeah, real simple breakouts.
Yeah, shout out Nick Stewart. All right, guys, do we got this? How's this giveaway going? Anybody need a few more minutes to get your entry in? I'll give you guys a little bit of time. NQ's still not doing anything. I'm still just sitting in that short idea. It's like around my entry. It can totally go either way. No, nope. Okay, everyone entered. Okay, beautiful. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Okay, let me get all these names in.
Yeah, nothing has changed here on the price. So good timing for the giveaway, guys.
Yeah, literally nothing is happening. Okay, let me just get this list. Yo, Luna, if you had to pick out of the 3 firms that are our sponsors, Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, or Aqua Futures, what is which account would you like to win? And that's no shade to any of the other firms. I'm just wondering your personal opinion.
It's right here. You ready?
Wait, let me see.
Top One Futures.
Hey, oh, dude.
I'm biased. Yeah, quick wardrobe change. No, I'm super biased though. I've never traded those other firms that you said. I don't even know what you just said. Aqua Blue or something. I have no clue the other firms, so I'm sorry to our sponsors.
I just got the hookup, bro, from TOF.
Oh, there you go. You got it. Let's see your Addy there.
Oh yeah, fuck.
And I don't think it was that. I don't think you can see it.
Listen, I got nothing to hide, man. What are you gonna do? Let's see, we're doing the unboxing right here. All right, Top One Futures gear.
There we go. Look at we're matching now, guys. We're cool. We're super cool, I swear.
Nice little shirt. I fuck with it. I like it.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
No, care package. And then there's more. I won't spoil
Is
it.
this like a mouse pad? I actually need one of these.
There you go.
God. What do we got here? Ooh.
You guys, no trades here. I'm just watching it though. But
is this a mug? No way.
I love the unboxing. Genius. There we go.
Sick.
That's the money right there. I mean, I've been using the shirt and the hat a lot, but that mug is great.
Dude, I like this a lot. This is awesome.
It's not like a Stanley or anything, but it's great.
Shout out Top One Futures. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be filling out my coffee with
Hey,
this.
those other sponsors, like you just asked about the 3 different sponsors. They're gonna have to send some care packages, some swag boxes.
Yeah, you got some competing to do, guys. This is pretty sweet.
But what were the other firms that you said? The Aqua,
Blue Guardian and Aqua Futures.
Blue Guardian and Aqua Futures. So who comes up with these names though, for real? But I've known people in my Discord have traded with those firms, and I just haven't yet, so I can't say anything. So, but yeah, I've seen people trading with them, so I haven't done it yet myself. So that's why the only one I could say is Top One Futures.
Shout out TOF. Sam the Trader says facilitating your coffee addiction. Straight up, man. By the way, guys, I had to cut that short. I cut it like a couple minutes ago. You know what happened, man? I had an amazing trade. I should have hit full TP. Because I messed it up, I get FOMO, you know? But I'm only down, what am I down now? I'm down 170 on the day, so nothing crazy. We'll see. There's more trades to be had. We'll see what happens.
I'm still waiting for longs. I could get a failed auction here. It's giving me RSI divergence right here at the IB high. So this is an area where I could short if this wicks back down, closes back into IB, but I don't really take the failed auction anymore by itself. I would need other things with it, and I don't have other things with it. So I just can't take that short. So where's that discipline earlier this morning when I didn't like the trade? I don't know, guys, but it's such a thing. Like you're saying, you're feeling a little bit FOMO. And I swear I was feeling that way too, like just wanting to trade. Like the fact that I even took your trade earlier, even though it's like on my side accounts I don't care about, it still goes.
That was a good trade though. That was the good one to take. At least you took the right one.
But not in my plan.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
And I know that to me that's tilt. That's like wanting to get P&L. I want to get the profits. But really that normally comes with more losses because it's not going to be as high of a win rate when I'm just trading very disciplined. So I'm kind of noting that for myself right now, that today I think I'm tilted, even though it's not like crazy tilt where I'm like red in the face and blowing accounts. It's like a subtle tilt that is actually in the long run can really set me back if I let that get out of control, especially once it's over multiple days. Like if I'm not sleeping well and not feeling good, like I was feeling sick yesterday, that can easily turn into a losing streak for like 2 or 3 days of me not really like trading as disciplined.
Yeah, no, so that's a very real thing, man. And I always talk about this. Like, I think a lot of people assume that once you become a profitable trader, you start making some money, like you never tilt, you never make mistakes. You do, man. What I just did was kind of not the best execution. I took a short that really was not nearly as high probability as the first one. And it's because I felt some FOMO. I wanted to get back into the market. And look, now I was up $70. Now I'm down 170. But here's the thing, man. We are bound to making those mistakes. It's always going to happen. You can't avoid it forever. So what helps me is just, there's a very big difference between Zach tilted or making mistakes 2 years ago than Zach making mistakes in present day. Like I didn't up my side. Like I'm down a small, like I'm down a 1R. It's no big deal, you know, and I'm not crying about it. And I'm not sitting there pressing the button, trying to make the money back immediately. Like it just is what it is. Now I'll just calm down for a little bit. We'll run this giveaway. I'll look for another trade in a little bit. Like it's no big deal. And that's the difference. It doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. It doesn't mean I don't do something that I could have avoided. Like I could still do those things. It's, how serious do I make it every time something like that happens? It's not, I'm not, you know, hitting my risk of ruin every time I make a little mistake.
Yeah.
But we got this giveaway, guys.
Huge.
We got the names ready to go.
That is where the magic happens. What you just said, making those transitions, and that's why it's like little and then all at once. Like sometimes it just doesn't feel like we can do. It's like it doesn't. It feels like it's so far away, and it's all about how much work we're gonna put in day after day. You know. So for me, it took me a few months. It took me like 2 to 3 months of really, really, really being strict to get to the point where I can say like what you just said. Of now, those days don't really set me back as far as they used to. But yeah, let's run this thing, guys. Let's run this giveaway. Good luck, everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah, people in the chat are agreeing with us. Yeah, that's the key, man. That's the key. But all right, let's do this. Let's do this. On 3, chat. 1, 2. Where's my sound effects? 3.
I have a
Deepak R, shout out, bro. You are the winner. I'm just going to make sure we got you in Discord so that I can copy your Discord handle. And I'll show you guys how to claim your accounts for anyone that's new and doesn't know. But let me do this quick. There you are. So this is how you claim your accounts, guys. You go over to PFM support on X. I'll drop the link in the chat for you. And you're just going to send them over a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, and they'll get you hooked up with one of our 3 sponsors, either Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, or Aqua Futures. We like to let the support team go ahead and pair you with an account just in case you have country restrictions or whatever the case is. It's just a little bit easier that way. So yeah, big shout outs to the first winner. And I still got 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only halfway through, guys. So we can give away at least 2 more accounts right now. So we can keep it going. NQ just ripping up.
Yep. I was thinking about longing this. So I got an IB breakout, but I have the previous day point of control right above the last candle high. So I'm not going to take it long, but I'm allowed to. This next candle close, I'd be allowed to take the initial balance breakout trade.
Nice. Keep us updated if you do so.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for that div, especially since it's been choppy, that just anything I can do to add patience and confluence, I'm going to just wait.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, by the way, guys, too, listen, if you don't win a giveaway account, one good thing is it is Cyber Monday. So we have a flash sale for Cyber Monday, just December 1st. You can go over to propfirmmatch.com, check it out here. You can look at all of the firms or go to Forex or just futures. Futures, that's my specialty. You got some good deals here. Top One Futures still offering 57.5% off with code MATCH. That's why I loaded up on 5 accounts, because of this deal. My funded futures, which never does discounts, 30% off. Still got Apex with that 80% off. Shout out. Past those 12 accounts. I'm super hyped on that. That's another thing, dude. I'm small red on these funded accounts. No big deal. We still got time. But I passed my 12 Apex accounts. Let's go. Like, it's all good. Silver linings. But yeah, guys, just remember that Cyber Monday deal. Check out best deals you can find on propfirmmatch.com. Okay, let's do this other giveaway. Here we go. Smooth operator. What is good? Shout out Smooth Operator, man. I like that name. All right, I found you. And let's do one more, and then let's get back to some charts. What do you say, gang?
Sounds good to me.
All right, here we go. Ayushi. All right. Ayushi, shout out. Let me find you real quick. trying to find you on Discord. Maybe I gotta get rid of this part. Oh, I got you. All right. I got the names. By the way, guys, I still have like 5 accounts to give away throughout the stream, so stay tuned for that. But quick reminder, go to PFM Support on X. I'll drop the link in the chat one last time. Send them over a DM, and they will get you hooked up with your account. So shout out to our sponsors. And yeah, we got like 5 more accounts to give away throughout the stream, so stay tuned for that. But man, we're just pretty bullish at the moment.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about taking this long, but like I said, I'm right at that previous day point of control, so I just can't do it right now.
On ES?
On NQ.
Oh, on NQ. That's interesting. My previous day's point of control on NQ is at 25,299.
Wait, what?
That's where my previous day's POC is. But there's a few different ways you can pull a profile. Like I use electronic trading hours, so I include the Asia and the London session. Some people only use their profile for New York session.
So I'm doing the full day, the entire session. But you know what, dude? This is weird because it does look weird to me when I'm looking at it right now. Maybe I have my wrong indicator on. No.
Oh, you know what? No. So I was looking at it on the micros. Sometimes it can be different on the micro contract versus the mini. The mini, the previous day's point of control, is actually up here at 409.
Okay, yeah. And it depends on the time frame you're on too. If you're using TradingView, it calculates depending on the time frame. There's some platforms that calculate on like a TPO chart. And I found that out that each platform actually calculates even like certain things like EMAs and RSI. There's some platforms that calculate it slightly different, where it actually ends up mattering some of your chart settings and stuff. But
so
as long as
I use it on the 30-minute time frame. That's just the way I was taught. So I always look at it at my levels on the 30-minute. What time frame do you use? Does it matter?
So that's how so I read Markets and Profile and was learning about the TPO charts there. And that's how you make up the footprint chart, right? But
yes, that's why I do it with the 30-minute personally.
But the way TradingView calculates it, if you're using TradingView, the math that I found was that you have to put it on the 1-minute chart for it to actually calculate it correctly.
Interesting.
Yep. And that was going off of, I forget where that came from, but that was actually like looking at the exact math. And maybe that was from this other guy, order flow trade. He's an order flow trader. I forget his name right now, but I actually forget where that but I did like a deeper dive into that and found that for TradingView, that the correct way was on the 1-minute.
Very interesting.
That's just where I landed. So verify it for yourself, I guess, if I can't show you the math right now.
For sure. I mean, yeah, guys, I've been using the 30-minute for mine. I freaking love it. I mean, it's one of my favorite levels. So at the end of the day, it's all, everybody can have their own ways of doing things. But yeah. So
which is important to note, because what's important is to be consistent, right? So the person I learned, started to trade the volume profile because of, I realized much later that he was actually just using the session volume profile from the previous day while I was using the entire day, and I actually didn't want to change mine because I was having great results with it. So I looked at the session that he was using, plus I looked at mine, and I realized there was really no reason to change it. So what I actually started doing for a long time, I would do a zone where I would do the New York time frame point of control, the value areas levels, and then I would use the entire session's value area levels, and I'd create a zone of those low value area low, and the zone of the value area high, and the zone of the point of control. So I kind of just had like thicker boxes at those areas because they were normally close to each other.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
And they both worked fine. It's funny. Like, it was all about just being consistent. So I think that's a really good point. And someone was actually tripping out about the RSI being different on Project X. And I was like, at the end of the day, just whichever one you're doing, do it. Because they were learning the div strat. And I'm like, just stick with it on that one chart and don't worry about it. Like, every once in a while, maybe we have different trade ideas, but as long as you're being consistent is all that matters in the beginning, to me.
100%, man. Yeah, I'm the same way. I use all of the sessions where I know people that use New York sessions volume profile, and they love it. So it just all depends what works for you. Man, I don't know. Yeah, like I still feel like it could go lower, but now I feel like I'm just being biased. So I'm gonna hold off on any trades. What about you, Luna? Let me go to you.
I have a big bearish divergence up here that I'm not going to take, but I just between these two highs where, okay, I can see this selling off now. We have this divergence, and we tagged this point of control. So really what that means to me though, is where am I looking to take the same trade idea? So maybe we pull back to that point, previous day value area low, and I can trade that up to the point of control. Maybe we hold above initial balance because I have multiple strategies, right? So one of them is that volume profile trade. Let's just say it's like that. And then one of them would be the initial balance breakout trade, which I'm glad I didn't take it on the first candle because now we're coming back down. And so I could look for a div here. So
for short?
For longs.
Okay, got you.
Yep. But this div here is like just showing me that like that breakout trade, I wouldn't take it, but I also had the previous day point of control right at the highs of the candles here. So like I wouldn't take that breakout long, and that's of the initial balance. That's this purple line here. I know I got a lot of lines here. Most of them are labeled, but I don't have that one labeled, but that one's the initial balance high.
So have we broke the initial balance high?
Yes, and that's why my candle changed colors here. So this is my own personal indicator. It has like all my strategies on it, pretty much, and all my key levels. So it will turn a color when it goes through one of my key levels, and I can actually select which key level it is that it's going through right now. So like I'm not doing the current session value area levels, but I'm doing the previous session because the current sessions move. So right now I have it selected on the current session, New York IB high and low, and then all the other session IB high and low, and that's it.
By the way, guys, I didn't want to cut Luna off. I did take one more short attempt, so I'm just letting it rock. I'm short from 25,397. We'll see. Still just 2 micros. This could very easily still just come right back up, and it would be a small loss. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yo, GG's Gamer Smiles. We got the confluence there. And yeah, where'd you get in the short? What was your idea on the short?
So I am thinking as long as we hold below the previous day's value area high on MNQ, that's at 25,394. On NQ, I guess we'd be looking at the previous day's point of control. What price do you have that at on NQ?
About at 420.
About at 420, yeah. So I'm short around 397. So as we started rejecting it, they're pretty much lining up with each other. If we stay below, I have something I like to call the golden rule. If we're below previous day's point of control, I'll still generally have an easier time looking for shorts. If we're above it, I'll have an easier time looking for longs. So this is kind of like my line in the sand for what I think could still be a higher time frame move to go lower based off the overnight sell that we had. So we will see, man. We will see. It's looking decent, but I'm not going to lie. I want to hold this one because I'm still only in on 2 micros. Right now, floating about 150 ticks. But I think if I'm right on this, I could have a move all the way down to like 280s.
Nice. I like that. Right down to those previous day lows.
Yeah, around there.
Yep. I like that. So I'm watching. I just drew a line down here. So when I start to set up for one of my entries, I first kind of draw lines on the RSI and on the price so that I can kind of see where I can see when it's going to make the divergence. A little bit easier. So right now, one of them would have to cross the line. So either the RSI would have to cross this line down, and then we'd have like that one going down and this one going up, and that would be a divergence, or the other way around, right? So pretty straightforward, actually. Let's see right there.
Yeah, this could still be a higher low into a higher high, guys. I'm like, so if Luna gets in long soon, I can't say I hate it.
Right now we're at that previous day value area low, so that's why I have this trade idea right here, but I don't think I'm going to get it right now, but that's okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to be waiting for is a 5-minute closure. I'll go back to my screen then for now.
Yeah, gold actually doesn't look that bad either for the long, but I didn't get a bottom wick, so it wouldn't even be a trade. Nice short here.
Yeah, I mean, we're still only in 2 micros, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for like a bigger move, but I need to see a closure below here to start feeling really confident. This is a 5-minute bullish gap. If we can inverse it, so a closure below 350s, yeah, 350s, I'll feel really good about holding it for this wick lower. This is like I'll probably move this up at some point, but I just have it here for now. And again, the idea would be higher time frame. This is still going to be a lower low, lower high into a lower low to eventually get us down here, as long as we hold below the previous day's value area high. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm in small size though, guys. So like I'm looking for bigger moves right now, which could it could benefit me because I'm taking small losses, but also like if I was just in on 5 micros, I could be like out of this trade at 200 ticks and be done. So sizing is really important. There's different ways you can play it. And again, I'm nuanced with it. I'm not like always in on the same contract size every day. It's really about how I feel and about how confident I am in the price action. And today I haven't been super confident about the overall direction. So I'm just trying to position myself well for a particular idea.
I like it. Yeah, and I see like something I'm observing with your trading is that fluidity allows you to really go with the market, where you can get in and out of positions and be the discretionary trader that you are. Like once it's not looking right and you're closed, like one of those last trades, you just closed it out. You didn't have the stop loss on, you just hit the button. And now you're in this good, now you're holding it. So once it starts going, it seems like you're able to kind of capitalize more on your winners than on your losers. Do you have a positive R&R?
In general, yes. In general, yes. There are times when it's 1-to-1 and my win rate's around, 70%. But lately it's been more like I'm running like a 45-50% win rate with a 2R. That's kind of what's been going on lately.
Yep.
Yeah.
2R has been my magic number when I go back through my data and see what would have given me the most profits. 2R is like the sweet spot. Like I went and looked at even like decimals of R. 2R was better than 3R, was better than 2.5R. Like it maximized my profits. So I did some months where I only took every trade holding for 2R.
Can't go wrong with 2R. It's so simple. You really can't. I think newer traders, especially, man, if you want to follow just a strict system, bro, 2R, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Your winners make up for 2 losers. So if you're trading 1 trade a day, you could lose 2 trades in a row, and then the next day win, and you're back at break even. And then you take 1 winning day, and you're up double. Right? So I love that.
It's not a crazy enough of like R for it to be like insane for you to catch a 2R like pretty consistently. You know what I mean? Like it's such a feasible range for a target.
Yeah. And if you have like a limit on your stop loss for your strategies, like at least maybe you don't have to do that. But for me, like I know for my R side divergences on NQ, I don't like my stop loss to be more than 35 points because I actually start reducing my win rate at that point, which I know that from literally more than 1,000 trades I've tested. So I eventually made a limit on my, for NQ, it's 35 points. And so if I follow that, then I kind of always know that my biggest trade is going to be targeting, if I'm doing 2R, that's 70 points, which on NQ, you can get a 70-point trade. You can get a 100-point trade. So it totally makes sense, and that it changes kind of with the volatility. So I had a question earlier that I just remembered. So Top One Futures kind of stole the show with their care package to you, the what do you call it? Swag box? Something like that, swag box. Yeah. So what are the offers from the other firms that you had, the Blue Guardian and Aqua Futures? What's their staple accounts? And just because I've never used any of them. And so what do they got? They got some straight to funded. Do we got some evals? What's going on there?
I think honestly, I gotta look. I think Blue Guardian, I don't know if they have instant funded. Let's take a look. We can do this on Prop Firm Match. So yes, they have instant funded, 150K instant funded, daily loss limit, max loss. Oh, so I like this. Their 150Ks are $6,000 max loss. I like those bigger accounts, like the $4,500 that is like the standard among 150K accounts is good, but there's a lot of accounts out there that are offering more, like $6,000 of drawdown to start off with is pretty strong, man.
Okay, that's actually really cheap. $398 right now with the match deal.
Yeah, with the match
That's
deal.
cheap for 150K. And that's
Very.
20% consistency,
20% consistency, I believe.
right?
Here, we
And
could,
8 profitable days.
Yep, and you have a daily loss limit of 3,000. So half
Yeah.
of your overall drawdown, which is solid.
You shouldn't get that high, guys, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't need that, please.
Oh, and they offer 100% profit splits. So no 90%, which is pretty
Okay.
rare now. A lot of firms these days are doing the 90%, you know?
Are they doing a like quick to live type of situation instead?
To be honest, I haven't heard about that with them. I don't know if
Yep.
they have like a deep in-depth live program. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Nice. That actually looks pretty good. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's
And they're
60%
fun.
off right now with code match, guys. Yeah, a lot of people agree with us too about 2R, Luda.
Yep, and also Lawrence, my buddy Lawrence, he's a big 2R trader.
Yeah, we had him on Prop for Match TV, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
That's right, I forgot. And did you have Tanner too, or just Lawrence?
Yeah, we had Tanner as well.
The boys. Yeah, we had some fun in LA. Are you gonna come to any? You're friends with Austin too, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, I stream on ASFX TV a few days a week too.
Okay, you're doing that a few days a week. Yeah, duh. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be going to the seminar in Tampa
okay, nice. I'll see you there
in May. Yes, yeah.
So guys, maybe we
speaking.
have a. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, he told me I'd be speaking at the next one, or if I wanted to, but not this one. So, oh, nice. So we can have a little unofficial prop for a match meetup.
Yes, yeah, dude. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. We'll be chilling.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. That'll be my first in-person event. I've never been to one, man. The only traders I've met in person are Austin and Evan, because I've visited Austin in Florida, like stayed at his place when he lived down in Florida. But other than that, man, I haven't hung out with any traders in person like ever, except that one time.
You're so lucky. No, I'm kidding. No, the in-person events are really special, and it's one of those things that would be easy to dog on or whatever, because of the state of social media. But when you get in a room full of other serious traders who are taking their trading seriously, it's magic. And like the first boot camp was so inspiring. Like it was so good. And any sort of investing in your trading and taking classes or courses like that, doing something like that, I think is good compared to blowing money on accounts. It's a way to invest without risking. And yeah, so I'm stoked on it. I can't wait. I'm glad you're gonna be there. That's dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun, man.
So I'm watching for a div down here, but I just didn't quite get it. We had a nice big wick on the 5-minute candle, but it didn't create a divergence. So
yeah, this is an interesting spot. This is an interesting spot. The market could totally this could be a higher low. It's possible. I'm well aware, so we're chilling.
What are you looking at for your stop now? Like, are you thinking about trailing, break even, locking in some profits?
Probably break even. I feel like, yeah, probably break even here. You know what? I'm going to look at this overall. We have a 5-minute bearish gap that was made. This is like right at my entry. I could see us tap into it, but as long as we don't close above it, I'll just sit in the trade. I'll give it that room.
I love that, man. That's something I need to absorb. I don't know, take on from you.
Fair value gaps?
No, the being patient and letting the trade unfold. Like I've been trying to get back to holding runners. Like there was a while, about a year ago, I was like adamant on hitting some big runners. So like I had a sticky pad on my monitor to try to catch 100-point runners. Like there's a while I was like, okay, I need to catch a 100-point runner on NQ. So it took me a while, and then I hit like 3 in a row or something. So I guess it was just the market conditions, and I had kind of like that challenge for myself to like hit it. And lately, though, I haven't been very good at holding my runners. I've been really quick to cut my trades and stack the base hits, which has been good for my trading, but I'm ready to kind of do a little bit of both.
I think when you can do a little bit of both, you are really at your best trading, because it depends on the market conditions. Like over the summer, we were not getting a ton of huge swings. So I was huge on base hits. Like I was looking for 50 ticks sometimes, in and out, in and out, in and out. And honestly, I feel like with futures prop firms, that still might be the best way to trade them.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It just depends on my feeling. Like right now, it's only Monday. I'm just trading small size. So I just don't want to get caught up trading 10 micros and then be like, market's very volatile. I don't want to take a 25-point stop loss on a mini or on 10 micros. So I'm just trading small, and I'm like, I'll just give it the room it might need. If this hits my break even, it kind of sucks, because if I was just in with 5 micros, I probably would have been out by now realistically. But it depends on the conditions. Like right now, I just don't feel like trading big size. If I am trading bigger size, I'll take a base hit off that most of the time. If I think the market can run, but I don't want to, I want to give it more room than necessarily 25 points, I'll use a smaller size and just give it that room it needs. That's kind of the idea here.
That's a good point about the sizing too, that when you're oversized, like those scalps I took while you're in your trade earlier, I was in a big size, but I had a really tight stop loss using that current candle wick. So it was a different trade. It was like the same trade idea, but different TP and stop loss. And that when you're sized correctly, like in that big size, like I had even one mini in that situation, it was one mini. I couldn't hold, I mean, I could try to hold it, but then the odds of me hitting that stop loss go up and everything. But if I was sized down to 1 micro in the long run, or whatever, in micros or just smaller size, it's way easier to hold the runner. So having the right sizing, like my original, like when I first was starting to get consistent, I was just trading the RSI divergence because I had to like put myself in timeout. Like I'm going to give myself a setup and I'm not allowed to do anything else. I'm going to practice discipline. And I was holding, I was taking off a little bit. What was I doing? Half at 1R. So that put me at break even on the trade with my original stop loss. And then I took a little bit more at 2R, and then I held a runner. And of course it depended on how many lots I had. So that was like, if I had 5 MNQ, I would do 3 at 1R, 1 at 2R, and 1 runner every trade. And I would trail normally with the 5-minute candle closes. Once we hit the 2R, once I sold that 2R lot, the TP2, I would then start trailing on like the 5-minute candles, or depending on the market conditions, or with just market structure. Like if I would wait for very clear breakouts and market structure to trail my stop loss. And that was the way I hit those 100-point runners. Yeah,
that's how you're going to do it. Are you big on partials still? Do you take a lot of partials as your trades go in your favor?
Right now, my scalping strategy, which is pretty much, I've barely been trading my traditional setup. My scalping setup, it's pretty much going for very quick TP and then holding a TP2 with a break-even stop loss. So a lot of times that TP2 gets stopped out at break-even and I end up with a smaller win, or it hits and I get a good full-size win.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Here's a good question for you, Luna. Tips for starters trying a 100K account, like sizing, I guess they're asking.
Okay.
What are some tips you have?
So we can, if you want to be more specific, if you're actually talking about a certain account and you have a certain risk amount. So I'm going to open up another journal here.
Here, I'll pull up your screen.
So right here, I have some sizing. And what do I actually want to show? Okay, this one, prop firm rules. Okay, so for a 100K account, what do we got here? We are sponsored by, I'll use Top One Futures as the example here. So for example, with the instant sim funded Top One Futures account, right? That's one with the 20% consistency, end of day drawdown, a really good account there. And this pricing, actually, I haven't updated with the current. Yeah, this isn't actually exactly, I haven't updated this with the current discount. What's the current discount?
It's 57.5% off right now.
Okay,
Code match.
So I have to multiply this by 42.5 right there. Okay. So now this is correct right now with the discount code match. So for the 100K account, oh, see, that is a little cheaper there, $339. So these are really good. And the 150K, oh, that's what I was actually thinking about, the 150K compared to that other one, which the other one I think was like 390, so it's almost the same. So for the 100K, we have a $3,000 drawdown and a $6,000 profit target. So I'm looking at that ratio, number one, right? We need to make about double to hit our profit target for a payout than our drawdown. But really for risk, the drawdown's what's most important, right? We need to think about our risk first and what our win rate is. So we know we have a $3,000 drawdown with that account. And if I go to my trading journal, at the top of my journal here, I have my win rate. So do you have a specific win rate already that you know with your 100K account? Because this is how I would do it. So I'm going to take my current win rate, which I'm just going to look at right now. Let's do last month's win rate. Last month's win rate was 70%. 70% win rate. So if I go to my chart, sorry, this is long-winded, but this is the only way I know how to answer this question fully. 70% win rate. So that's what my win rate is from last month. And I start to go to the right. And so we're looking at 24% chance to lose 4 trades in a row. I don't like that. Going to the right more, 7.7% chance to lose 5 in a row. That's better. But you know what? Even better than that is 2.3% chance to lose 6 trades in a row. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take that $3,000 drawdown, 1, 2, 3, and divide it by 6. And so this is $500 risk per trade. Statistically, if I'm going to blow that account in a row, in one straight shot, that'd be 6 trades in a row. I'd blow it about 2.3% chance of blowing that account in a row. You know, so that is really, I like those odds. Those odds are great to me. So, and that's out of 50 trades, which is perfect for me. So that's about, in a month, I hit about 50 trades. So that's pretty much saying that, in my mind, that's saying, you know, I have about a 2% chance to blow the account this month.
Perfectly said, man. Yeah, that's perfect. I think
so that's max risk, $500.
Perfect answer. Yep, there you go, bro. I love that. By the way, Luna, I just realized it's almost 11:30. So I think what we're gonna do, we'll let you go now. I'm gonna get the rest of these giveaways done, and yeah, man, we'll see you again real soon, bro. Thanks,
dude. Time flies. Wow, that really flew right by. Yeah, so hopefully we get better conditions soon, guys, and we get some banger trades. But that was a beautiful short that you just had, and actually earlier short that you had. So GG's today. Really,
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Pleasure to trade with you here. Yeah.
You as well, brother. All right, guys, shout out Luna, and we will see you soon, brother.
Take it easy, everyone. Peace out.
Later. And guys, my trade is back almost up at the entry. So one of those days, it's all good. Can't win them all. I mean, we'll see. We're still in profit. So we'll see how this goes. We want to see this 5-minute fair value gap hold up, right? That's the key. If this bearish gap holds, we stay in the trade. If it inverses, we get out and we just call it a day, man. No big deal. But we'll let that run for a little bit. You guys want to do a giveaway? W's in the chat for Luna too, man. Shout out Luna. How many accounts do I got, guys? I still got a ton. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 4 accounts to give away. So let's run it. Let's give away the last 4 accounts, chat. Hey, there's Luna in the chat. Shout out Luna, man. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So, guys, remember, quick reminder to enter our giveaways here at Prop Firm Match TV. We give away the most accounts out of any stream currently running. I think I can say that pretty confidently. We give out around 8 to 12 accounts per day. It's wild. So we're going to give away 4 accounts. This is how you join. You have to join our Discord server. So there is a pinned comment at the top of the chat, okay, on the live chat. There is a link to join the Discord. Once you join the Discord, you just got to get verified. You're going to come over here. Once you're verified, these channels will open up. You're going to go to the PFM TV channel, and you're going to go down here to stream chat, okay? Once you're here, you're going to do this. I'm going to say type match to enter the giveaway. Boom. So go ahead, type match to enter that giveaway, and we'll get it going. See all these entries coming in, all these guys, they're already in our Discord, ready to go. And we have a ton of cool things planned with Discord. Like I said, we're going to be doing a live Q&A in there soon, probably over the weekend. You know, you're going to have a lot more access to me in real time through the Prop Firm Match Discord channel. So, yeah, you want to be there, man. It's the place to be. So we're letting these entries get in. How's our trade doing? It looks like crap. There's nothing going on here. I think it might be one of those days where we just have a small red day, chat. It's only Monday, you know. I don't want to force anything. Just going to let it rock here with this fair value gap. As long as this holds, I stay in, but I got a feeling we might just stay being bullish. It's a really kind of weird price action. Also, I think I'm looking for too big of moves today. If I'm being honest with myself, I think I'm looking for too big of a move. I had a really good trade at the open here, and I fat fingered it. I accidentally closed out early, and that kind of put me into a weird position. I wanted to make the original amount that I was going to make. So that's what's cool about live streaming. You see that stuff happen in real time, bro. Like, that's why people love live streaming, because you can see people like that. I'm a full-time trader. I do this for a living, but I still make mistakes. The difference is I know how to just like, look, I'm down 170. I'm not blowing accounts because I made a mistake, but it doesn't mean I'm trading the best I can. See, I'm getting ready to close this, guys. What does ES look like? ES, they look exactly the same. ES has these relative equal highs right up here too. Like, this just is not the best. Let's just cut it. Let's just cut it and call it a day on trades. I really feel like I don't want to force anything. It ain't my day. You know, you got to accept that. So many people just can't accept if it's not their day. Can't make money every day in trading. It's impossible. It really is. I wanted to ask you, who do you prefer, Baggio or Pirlo? I don't know who either of those people are, honestly. But yeah, we'll get this giveaway going. It looks like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. I guess it's just it's going to end up being a bullish day for the New York session. It's just such a weird place because we're still inside this bearish fair value gap. We're kind of breaking back above the previous day's value area high, but you don't know if it's going to hold. And then where do you go? Do you look for previous day's high as a draw on liquidity? I guess you can, but I don't know. I feel like we're building up stacked lows here. I feel like we still could want to go lower by the end of the day, but yeah, it just might not be my day. You are Italian. I am Italian. I want you to, but I don't know who Baggio or Pirlo is. Is that bad? Am I a bad Italian? Remember, man, I'm an American Italian. We don't know much about anything that's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. This market's still holding at that previous day's value area high. I feel like ES is going to come up and take those equal highs first, though, before anything else changes. Like, look at ES, chat. We got like almost perfect equal highs here. Not the spot you want to be in. How are you guys doing on those Discord entries? We still going? Chat, let me know if you guys need another minute to enter the giveaway. I can give you guys a moment. Price is overall bullish. The bearish move was just a pullback. Yeah, fair enough, man. Also, we called out a poll saying, is the chat bullish or bearish today? You guys said bullish, and you guys have been right so far. Straight up. Chat, honestly, bro, I can't fade the chat. The chat has been right lately on bias a lot. All right, we got all our entries. Let me go ahead and get these copied. Just getting this going for you guys. Just give me one sec. Honestly, if you were just scalping all these moves, you'd be doing great. If you're looking for that bigger move with a lot of follow through, you're not getting much. And I think that's where I went wrong today. Like, I don't see why we don't take that high a day, you know? At this point, I'd be pretty surprised if we just reject here, but anything can happen. All right, I got the list, though. All right, chat, we ready? Session flow says, same. I was looking for moves that were too big today. Multiple moments where I was up a few hundred, only to have it miss full TP by like 10 to 20 points. But yeah, we are done for the day. Yeah, man. Listen, it happens to the best of us. It happened to me. So I'm right there with you, bro. That's how it goes. We're gonna rip a little bit higher. Like, there's no reason to look for a short right here. That's for sure. This hourly is so confusing. Yeah, I just don't like this. I just don't like any of it. It looks gross. I'm going to try to narrow down areas. Like, you got this 15-minute gap above here. I mean, I think the market's going to draw into this gap. So again, a base hit long scalp up to this gap, maybe. But not for me. I'm not interested. How do I join the giveaways? So August trades, just so you know for next time, because this one's going to be done. But you see the pinned comment up at the top of the chat on YouTube? You're going to go ahead and click that link. It's the Discord invite link. Once you join and you become a member of the Prop Firm Match Discord channel, then you're going to come over to the stream chat. I'm going to pull it up right here for you. Just so you know for next time, make sure you join so that you can enter the giveaways from now on. You come here, once you get verified, all these channels are going to open up. You're going to go here to the PFM TV channel and go down to stream chat. And here I'll give a code word and a bunch of people will type the code word to get their entry in. But all right, we got our list. So let's get this going. Let's run it up. Ready, guys? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Neek. Big shout out to Neek. Let me get your Discord handle. Neek Alex. Okay, you're always in the chat, bro. Big shout out. You deserve a W here. Bam. All right, so Neek, by the way, and anyone else that's new, if you don't know how to claim, you're going to go over here to PFM support. I'll drop the link in the chat for you. Just show them your Discord handle and they'll get you hooked up with your account. Still got 3 accounts to give away, guys, so don't go anywhere. Let's get the rest of these done. Right on 3. 1, 2, 3. Trade with DK. Trade with DK. You are the winner. Big shout out, bro. Let me find your Discord handle. Got you. Beautiful. Go ahead. Just hit up PFM support on X and they will get you hooked up, man. Okay, here we go. Market's coming up to take out that high, guys. We're definitely going to take out that high at a minimum. Like, that's going to happen. That much we could say for sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two more. Let's go. Oh, Jabron. That was a close one. Shout out Jabron. Jabron trades. All right, chat. We got the very last one. We ready? Last giveaway for the day. Remember, we got a ton more accounts to give away all week. We are going to be here. We stream Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. We have guests every single day, and you have me as your host, live trading. We've already taken 20K in payouts out since we started live streaming here on PFM TV, and it's been like 5 or 6 weeks. So stay tuned. We got a ton more to go, but let's run this last giveaway on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Pro Aki, what up? Big shout out, Pro Aki. You are the winner of the last accounts. Let me find you on Discord real quick. Got you. Beautiful. Save your name. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the giveaway winners. Go ahead and remove that. How's this market doing? Still nothing. Still nothing to do, man. You're getting deep pullbacks on both sides with a lean towards going higher. Like, that's all that's happening. ES is going to take these highs. Like, why would it stop here? It's going to take these relative equal highs, and then you got to see what happens after that. Yeah, pretty gross day, honestly. Kind of a gross session. Nothing to be super excited about. Really hard to trade this. You know what I mean? Not the best. Not the best. But yeah, congrats to all the winners. Congrats to all the winners. Again, guys, we're probably going to call it there for the day. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. We'll also have John on at the beginning of the day with us. John, our co-founder at Prop for Match. So I know the chat loves hearing from him. He always gives us little tidbits if we got any, like, things to look forward to on Prop for Match. And again, last reminder, we still got the Cyber Flash Sale. So Cyber Monday, one of the best days for online shopping post Black Friday. Go ahead, check it out, man. We have a ton of offers right now, a ton on the Forex side and the futures side. If we go to futures, again, some of the ones that stand out to me is Top One Futures, 57.5% off. And my funded futures, I got to give them credit for offering 30% off for Cyber Monday. Both of them code match. Take a look at this, though, all on the Prop for Match website. So, guys, until tomorrow, I will catch you in the morning. Peace and love, and happy trading. Peace.